Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Essential Tennis Arena, back for another super exciting match. Can you do us a favor and please let us know in the chat. Can you see us okay? Can you hear us okay? Please just give us some indication that, that things are working. We'd appreciate it very much. Let us know in the chat, please. Rainer, hey, what's up? Acing Tennis, what's up? Matthew, what's up? George, what's up? Just let us know in the chat if you see and hear us okay. Saria, hey, what's up? Brandon, Danica, Daniel. Tennis Stories, what's up? Gretchen Little. That Lazy Guy, what's up? Christopher, Tyler, Quirky, Tennis Stories, what's up? All right, sweet, so it looks like we're live. Mark, welcome back for another match.
Thank you very much. Thank you for the invite.
Yeah, of course. Love doing commentary with you. We got Taco Bell money in already from, is it Astrian? I think.
Astrian, a little bit of
$50 for that. I mean, that buys like the whole menu at Taco Bell. It's amazing.
A little surprise though, we do have some fast food here, but it actually is not Taco Bell today. We'll find out shortly.
Awesome. So yeah, we've got Ira down below on the court, and we have his opponent Adam. Guarantee you they're both looking forward to this match a lot. They're both super excited, and we're excited too. Yeah, somebody's pointing out the dress shirt. Mark, you're making me feel really underdressed today.
I was at work today, and I didn't have time to swing by and pick up food for you guys on top of getting here on time, so I apologize.
I mean, it's a good thing. You got to try to keep me sharp, you know, keep me on my game. I appreciate that.
So next time's going to be tuxedo.
All right, looks like we're good here. Hey, what's up, Lisa? Rainer says Team Ira. So what do y'all think? Let us know in the chat. What you've seen Ira play against me. You've seen Adam play against Scott. Who's your pick here? Two very different styles, by the way. Who do you all think is going to win? Ira's going to definitely be the aggressor here. He does not want to play long points, whereas Adam, no problem at all extending points. In fact, I'm guessing that's more or less going to be his play here, is to try to kind of grind Ira down a little bit. Thoughts?
Correct. On the 4.5 scale, which both of these gentlemen are probably on the higher end of the 4.5 scale, Ira is definitely more of an aggressive baseliner looking to close fairly early, where even on a normal basis, Adam is going to be more defensive player and willing to grind out at the point. So there's going to be a huge contrast in the game styles for this singles match for you guys today.
Yeah, I like that you used the word spectrum there. I think a lot of times amateur tennis players view 4.5, rightfully so, as being, you know, high level, you know, it's getting up there in the ratings of like amateur tennis. And so I think there's an automatic expectation of like big, impressive like weapons and like serve +1, you know, kind of put the ball away. And I think it's good that you pointed out that there is a spectrum of relative like offense and relative defense.
Correct, and I guarantee you, even someone as big hitting as Ira, who has a big serve, big forehand, there are times where he's probably the more defensive player if his opponent has a bigger serve and bigger forehand. And same thing with Adam. On the flip side, if there's someone that is more grindy than Adam, Adam's going to be looking to be the aggressor. So yes, 4.5 is a huge spectrum of, you know, not only playing styles but also playing ability. So we're going to see how these two match up on this court today.
And that's what makes it fun. Mark, you and I were talking a little bit earlier today. I actually played a match earlier today, which no spoilers. We're not going to tell people how that went because we're going to let you all know soon. But Mark and I were talking about how the matchups of tennis can be so tricky because just because player A can dominate player B doesn't mean that player, and if player B can beat player C, it doesn't mean A is going to beat C. It just doesn't always work out that way.
Correct.
And that's why it's so fun to watch players like this.
There's definitely contrasting styles of gameplay, and head-to-heads aren't exactly, I would argue, they're not even valid metrics to see who's a better player out of, you know, 3+ people. Because of the, you know, different game styles, the player matchups, the possibilities are quite endless. So the best way to figure out who's a better tennis player that day, especially in singles, play them.
Throw down.
Yeah, just like we're having here today.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I'm excited. I know they're excited. We've got almost 400 people on the stream right now. So, like, without question, I mean, this is going to be the biggest, you know, crowd of people either of these players has played in front of. And personally, I just love that dynamic. And I know they're aware of that. Oh snap, we just lost the microphone.
What was it? Oh.
We've been experimenting with putting a mic on the court.
Oh,
Anyway,
okay.
love the like. There's already enough pressure with the. Hey, Scott Browdy's here.
And we have a guest spectator.
We're gonna have an
in the
angry old
form of
man
Scott
in
Browdy.
the crowd. What's up, Scott?
Bought it?
So the pressure. I just played on this court earlier today. The cameras, Ira and Scott did commentary. Like knowing that there's two coaches up here, like doing commentary, and now also 400 of you, watching. You really can't overstate how much of an impact that makes when you're down there in the heat of battle, and just knowing how much more expectation there is for the match. And how have you felt about it playing on the court, Mark?
Luckily for me, it's not necessarily that I've had an extensive junior background and playing tournaments when there's 20 people watching.
I didn't either. Yeah.
But as you said, it's a completely different audience and a different feeling because they're behind the cameras, just like you beautiful people out there watching the stream. But the idea that there's thousands of sets of eyes looking at you, it's kind of nerve-wracking in the back of your head. But just like any good athlete out there, you got to handle the pressure and pull the trigger when you guys can.
And there's different layers and amounts of that pressure depending on the environment. And this is a special environment.
It is.
I'm really thrilled to be able to provide this experience for players and also be able to partake in it myself. It's a really special thing.
Yeah, and you guys at Essential Tennis, you and your team, the production, the marketing, and the technology problem solving have done an amazing job just innovating and keep pushing the boundaries of tennis contact. So
I love it. It's so much fun.
Tennis community is thanking you.
Well, and let's thank the 440 people watching right now too. I mean, it wouldn't, if all of you weren't here day in and day out, supporting us, we wouldn't keep innovating and pushing the envelope and doing things like this. So all of you watching right now, you play a big role in this. So thank you. All right, the production guys are queuing me here. We need to do like we're going to start the match here shortly. So Mark and I are just going to do like an official kind of preview to the match. Ready?
I am ready.
Welcome back to Essential Tennis Arena. We've got a special matchup for you today, 4-5 level action, where to my left we have Ira, and to my right we have Adam. We've seen both of these players before. Adam is definitely going to be the aggressor, the more offensive player, whereas Adam is going to be more the defensive player. Did I say Adam the first time?
Yeah.
Ira is going to be the offensive player, the one trying to dictate, and Adam more so defensive. What are your keys to the match here, Mark? What are you looking for?
For Adam to not get broken, since Ira does have a big serve.
Yeah.
And it seems like we are ready to go. Adam serving 0-0, love all. Let's do this.
All right, here we go, guys. Ira's starting off hot.
There we go.
So a little bit of background. Ira had twins. His wife had twins, I think 3 months ago. And obviously things change a lot when you have twin infants in the house. So Ira's not been playing, not really been training. And this match was his way of kind of being inspired to get back into playing again. So he feels, out of shape. He doesn't feel especially sharp, but he loves competing so much that he wanted this challenge of coming down and playing against Adam.
And it's a good challenge for someone that is more defensively oriented, like Adam, who is going to be in probably better shape, at least from the baseline. Maybe not necessarily moving forward, but playing defensively like they did just last point. I'm actually hoping it's going to be a 10-point tiebreak. The very first one on this court. That's what I'm betting on.
40 love right now, I believe.
Correct.
Those of you watching live, there's no live scoreboard. We haven't gotten that far yet. I'm sure in the future we're going to figure it out.
And that is exactly what Ira needs to do when he sees a serve, whether it's a first or second serve, right up in his wheelhouse, right in his strike zone for his forehand. Hard up the middle, and making it uncomfortable for Adam to make a forced, maybe unforced error. That was probably a forced error.
I'd call it forced, yeah. Generous call. Yeah, and look, even if Ira misses a lot early, you're going to see him continue to take his shots. He's going to keep going for those shots because he doesn't want long points. He doesn't want a long match. And so you're going to see him try to dictate, even if he makes a lot of unforced errors. Yeah, go ahead. Yep. Whoop. Thanks again for being here, everybody. Really appreciate it. Really excited for this matchup. So, thoughts on the first game here, Mark, as expected so far?
It is pretty typical. I think the key point in that one was the only point that Ira won, where Ira teed off on a forehand service return. Again, smart, up the middle, hard, relatively flat to make a forced error off of Adam. That's going to set the tone for Ira's returning game from here on out, at least in the first set. He might change it up in the second set, depending on the results he gets.
And so it's really going to be a balancing act for Ira. Like, he knows he has to keep taking those chances. He teed off on at least 2 other returns during that game and just flat out missed, you know, just the first swing. But he's going to keep taking that chance anyway, because the alternative, like playing it safe and just trying to like grind out rallies, is not something that he wants to do tonight.
That is correct. And I'm trying to see.
Yeah, but the live stream doesn't have your guys' audio. They're just listening to us.
I'm interested to see Ira's first serve percentage in the very first service game.
Yeah, that's going to be big.
Okay, that's not a bad start.
Yeah,
So,
I got to remember. Yeah, thank
15
you.
love, Ira to serve. An ace and a double fault.
Yeah, and it is, again, just like the return, I feel like it's going to be a balancing act for Ira. Like, he can't let his foot off the gas too much, or else he just lets Adam into the points. On the other hand, if he double faults the whole time, then obviously it's not doing him a whole lot of good. So finding just the right amount is going to be super critical.
Adam has to guard against that deuce. I think that was flat. It wasn't even that much side spin.
Call flat.
That flat serve out wide. So Ira up 30-15. Double fault or ace. That seems to be the theme now.
It's the game tonight. Yeah.
Very good defensive play by Adam to bring it to 30 all.
Very Agassi-esque, like just taking the
Very
overhead and
correct.
going with the 2-handed backhand right back in his face. Or was it a forehand?
It was a forehand, I believe.
Either way, the play and the hairstyle, Agassi-esque.
Yeah. Only thing he's missing now is some very bright colored clothing.
Maybe some jean shorts, some spandex. Yeah, this is really going to be the name of the game here for Ira. It's just balancing out the risk/reward.
So what Ira's probably thinking right now, he's down 30-40, break point to Adam. You don't want to put too much pressure on yourself as the big server facing down break point. You want to look for an easy point here, either a nice easy ace service winner or a 1-2 punch.
Well, this is gonna be the whole match. I think it's just I think he made up his mind way before he got here tonight that he's just going for his shots. Like, if he beats himself, he beats himself, but he's not gonna go down pushing and like playing it safe.
I wouldn't consider that first serve safe either.
Definitely not.
Oh, man.
I feel like at this point, you know, second game, this is all just Ira knocking off for us right now.
Yeah.
Like, we're just in rust knocking mode. And when Ira kind of levels out, I think that's the question. Like, how many games does it take him to get to where he's somewhat steady and consistent?
And keep in mind, too, if Ira does hold after a few deuces like we have right now, how is Adam going to come back from that? Because the key point, the key game is actually the game after the long, grueling game. A little bit out.
That's a good call.
Got our ball boy over there in the form of angry old man next to the seats. There he is.
Angry old ball boy.
There's some very aggressive second serves from Ira. As you previously stated, he's going to go down swinging, but he can't be missing easy forehand shots like that because that's what he wants. That is exactly what he's made to do on the singles court.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I'm a little surprised at how flat the second is coming in. The first serve doesn't surprise me at all, but the second serve doesn't look to have a whole lot more rotation on it, which is a little surprising to me.
I'm wondering, too, if Adam's going to start stepping in for the returns to put a little bit more pressure. Oh, yep, he's stepping in. That's a generous call, too. Ooh.
I'm a little surprised. There he goes.
That is not a shot you teach in your Essential Tennis Academy platform, is it?
The first ever kneeling overhead during YouTube match play on Essential Tennis. I respect that tremendously.
Hashtag tall people problems.
Wow. That was amazing. Now they're kind of getting into a groove. Ladies and gentlemen, you can watch the Australian Open all you want. You are not going to see a kneeling no man's land overhead winner on the Tennis Channel.
But if you want to see racket breaks from Novak Djokovic, tune in on the Australian Open.
We don't have racket. Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have Novak here to break rackets for you.
Well, not yet. Maybe next time.
Maybe in Novak. Ian at essentialtennis.com. Ira's settling into it. He's settling into it. That's a good hold.
Did you see how far over he's willing to move his feet to hit a forehand?
He does not want a backhand.
No.
Yeah.
Milos Raonic does that a lot, where he just doesn't want to hit a backhand. He'll just run around to the doubles alley in the singles court to be able to hit that forehand, which is an absolute missile. It's a good start from Adam.
1-1, by the way. First set, 1-1, and 15-love. Adam serving. Those of you watching live, all 699 of you, really appreciate you guys tremendously. I'm sorry we don't have score graphics yet for the live stream, but we'll do our best to keep you up to date. It's tough.
Ooh, a change up. A lot closer than I thought on that shank. Whether that was a passing shot, dipper, or a lob, that landed a lot closer to the single sideline than Ira probably had for comfort in the back of his head.
I really like how Ira is kind of settling into the match right now. I have faith that he's going to kind of find his groove a little bit.
And we're obviously not cheering for one person or another, but we want both of these players to play their best.
Yeah,
and
of course.
Ira got away with it being down, I think, 2 break point chances he fought off in his very first service game.
The first 2 games were kind of touch and go. So that's why I say I'm glad. It looks like he's settling in. Wow.
Very good defense from Adam, making Ira hit another ball after another ball for eventually the winner. But Ira had to work for it. So now Adam's up, serving 15-30.
Sleepy Joe in the chat asked how tall Ira is. I'd say 6'2", maybe 6'3"-ish.
He's got a pretty big wingspan, too. I think a little bit taller than his height, so he's pretty lanky.
He's definitely over 6 foot. I want to say 6'2"-ish.
Also, the beard.
The beard adds like 2 inches of height. just pure manliness.
Yeah. Someone said a comment in, it was either the preview for this or in your promo that you released this morning, which is super dramatic, by the way. I would be the type of guy to say, hold my beer.
I saw that. That was my favorite comment of the day. If you made that comment, that was my favorite comment today. Because it's absolutely correct.
That's a pretty big spray. Adam is up 2-1.
So on serve. pretty much as we expected up until this point. Ira taking his shots, not bashful at all about just making his swings and landing a good amount of them. I'd say the last game and a half or so, it looks like he's starting to find a little bit of rhythm. But would you agree with me, Mark, that it's basically going to be the storyline tonight is can Ira land enough of them, or is he going to end up shooting himself in the foot, essentially?
Correct. And as you said, in many of your matches, one of them being, I think, against me, you have to keep the intensity up without pressing too much to where you're spraying balls left and right, similar to what Ira did in that very last point, where he sprayed a ball basically hitting the tarp on the fly. But he's got to keep on the aggression, and it's a balancing act, just like in all parts of tennis, and possibly life as well.
Wow, that was a deep tie in there.
Very
nice.
Very
Ladies and gentlemen,
philosophical.
you came here for tennis, but you're leaving with deep insights about life.
And deep dish pizza, but more to come on that soon.
Deep dish pizza.
Did you eat today yet?
I haven't had enough to eat.
Okay.
I had like my normal breakfast, and I had just like a little snack before my match because I didn't want to eat a lot, before my match.
Oh, correct.
And I've just had some snacks like since my match.
Well, snacking is the way to go as an athlete, right? You're just nibbling like, about 7 very small meals a day.
Yeah, but at some point in a 12-hour cycle, like I need some like volume, and I think you've come through in the clutch there.
I always bring food every time I'm here. That's kind of my shtick nowadays.
All right, so on serve here, Ira down 1-2. Adam to receive.
That was
He's getting that shoulder warmed up.
110, 115.
Definitely over hundo, yeah. Pretty easy power too.
Yeah.
Oh, you bad boy.
Has Ira ever heard of a second serve?
Not today.
Yeah,
Maybe he forgot about it in his sabbatical, his infant twin sabbatical. He forgot about second serves.
It's working for him so far.
Yeah.
See if he can keep it up. Ira serving 15 love, second serve after a drop shot winner from around the baseline. Highly recommend you guys don't do that, but it works for Ira.
In all seriousness, Ira's an intimidating presence on the court. Like, he hits a flat ball, he hits a big shot.
Whoa.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Just a little brain fart.
Yeah.
And applause from
Yeah.
the angry old man.
Well, props to Adam for getting a racket on the ball and having his momentum go forward. So even on the miss hit, it has enough energy to go over the net. 15 off.
Very
A generous call and a generous error.
karma worked itself out there. I think Ira missed purely because he thought that approach was out.
Yes. As you said.
Somebody in the chat's asking Ira's serve speed. Mark, you're thinking 110, 115, somewhere in there?
Right around now, like 110, 115 on the first serve, just like that. And I'm sure when he's warmed up and playing a lot of tennis, especially during the summer, when he's a little bit looser, he could probably crank 125 on the singles court on the first serve, no problem.
Yeah, so later on when we do the edit, we'll actually do the speed calculation. We'll actually put it up on the screen for you. Yeah, I'd say up around 110 is about right. I don't think he's over 110 tonight, but I could be wrong. Wow, great. This is what Ira doesn't want right now. Ira does not want these scramble points. This is killer.
And Ira was just stretched too far wide.
Yeah.
Adam did a beautiful job spreading the court left and right, making Ira run, even when Adam was on defense. And Ira was forced to hit basically desperado shot down the line, high over the net when he's not in position. So perfect play by Adam.
Look for Ira to take a little extra time here before this next point. That type of long exchange is just not what he wants tonight. He's not in playing shape. He wants these points to be as short as possible. Is that 30-40 on the score?
30-40, break point chance.
Wow. Amazing defense. Adam's been really smart. That height and that spin.
So Adam's break point conversion is 1 out of 3.
It's respectable.
Very respectable.
shout out to all 722 of you watching right now. Really appreciate your support of this live stream. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoy. Adam up a break right now, 3-1.
It's a good cut. Sent the message, but just about 4 to 5 inches long, and Ira's kneeling over.
Yeah, this is where you hope that, yeah, it's not already like catching up to him.
Yeah.
He's not already like feeling taxed or gassed.
Do we have a medic?
No.
Okay.
We have some Band-Aids. I don't think that's going to help a whole lot.
All right, Adam serving, 15 love.
That's exactly what Ira needs. If you're asking about a medic, that's what the doctor ordered right there for. You like that?
That was a good spin. That was a good spin. So the problem is, if Adam doesn't get his first serve in consistently and aggressively enough, Ira's going to feed on that second serve and just run around his backhand return to hit a forehand return just like he did right there. So it's 15-all now. Adam did just fault, so second serve. We'll see what Ira does with it. If Adam goes for the backhand return or forehand return.
I think you're spot on there with the second serve, because everybody watching right now knows that Ira is going to take a cut every second serve he gets a look. So yeah, first serve percentage is going to be key for Adam. Yep.
Oh. Oh. Oh, no way.
Chopper.
Oh. I like that
That's a hell of a
hold
point.
from Ira. He just held it just to kind of disguise it as a drop shot and drove it last second right at the feet of Adam, who was in no man's land.
It's very kind of Federer-esque, or Murray, I feel like, as well. Will kind of hold until the last second, then push it deep.
Correct.
I think Ira's feeling it right now.
He is absolutely feeling it.
If he's already feeling it, it doesn't bode well for him, to be totally honest, especially with Adam's game style.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, hopefully those shots keep him going, because I think Ira's hit 3 winners this game.
Yeah, that sounds right. For sure, too.
So it is now 3-2.
Back on serve. Yeah. Ira's about to serve, right?
Correct.
2 to
Sorry.
3.
2 serving 3.
Yep. Ira with 2, Adam with 3. It's playing out just the way we expected. Ira just going big on every shot, every opportunity he has. Sachuan, thank you so much for the super chat. Really appreciate that. We'll put that in the Taco Bell fund for Mark here.
I'm hungry, guys.
And all of you, all 750 of you, thank you so much for being here tonight. Hope you appreciate the work and the time that went into putting this broadcast on, and also these players putting themselves out there. I mean, how many of you watching really would, in front of 700 people, go out there and battle it out with your peers watching, with commentators and coaches watching, critiquing your play? I mean, really, the whole internet critiquing your game.
And there's obviously trolls out there, but for the
Sure.
most part, 99.9% of the comments I see on any type of tennis video is overwhelmingly positive feedback, because it does take courage to be out here and putting your guts and your hard work and your talent and your flaws on the line against someone else's.
I think people are understanding that more and more, thanks to many, many more people jumping in, like you, Mark. Many more people are posting their matches and their practices. And I think the awareness of what 4.5 looks like on video, what 3.5 looks like on video, I think the awareness has increased a lot recently, and I'm so happy about that.
Wow.
Just winner or bust for Ira, just for the next 45 minutes to an hour. He's just going to be
So Ira serving 15 love.
Yep. On serve here, 2-3. The chopper again.
That's a
Wow. I'm a little surprised Adam didn't get there, to be honest.
yeah. Adam's a quick guy.
But the reality
quick
is
guy.
he's got to be super on edge about Ira's, flat bombs from the baseline. So it's a smart play from Ira to
Yes.
throw in some touch.
It is.
Shout out to Brian Mark on the stream with 149. Oh, and with a burger
Ooh,
emoji.
a burger. Is that lettuce? That's too
Is
healthy.
it-
I don't want
yeah.
it. But thank you, Brian.
Yeah, Brian, super nice. Brian, a longtime supporter of Essential Tennis.
Ooh. Wow. I don't know about that.
How about that? Ira just making up all kinds of shots tonight.
Well, I was taking a step back there to let that bounce. Maybe he needs to make some lighter shoes.
So Ira won that out of laziness, is that right?
It sounds like it.
Or creativity? Probably a little
Combination of, but laziness is the mother of all invention. Is that the quote?
Correct.
I think.
of both.
Yeah,
Yeah. You innovate because you're lazy.
that's right. Got to make up an easier way.
And thank you for innovating for this first live stream commercial broadcast.
Thank you, Mark.
Good
Super
block.
flat second serve again.
Nice. Oh, wow.
Good defense.
Dipping right on the line.
Yep. Just going for it. Just going for it.
No
This is
remorse.
a great matchup. Look at Ira.
No
Yeah, He's
remorse.
struggling. Somebody get that man a beer.
Don't you have some in the fridge?
Yeah.
Okay.
He'll be. How you feeling, buddy?
What's in Colorado? Oh, okay.
Ira, for those of you who couldn't hear, saying it sounds like he's in high altitude right now. Oh, that's a nice shot.
Oh, tweener? Nope. Oh, wow. Did Ira try to hold that and disguise it again? Maybe we should have just gone right for the drop shot.
Maybe he changed his mind at the last
Yeah.
second or something like that. Yeah, or maybe he's just really tired.
I'll go with that. It was deep.
So we're threes, right? 3-all?
3-all,
3-all first set.
15 love. That is just, I mean, it was in his strike zone, but he was not leading forward on that forehand whatsoever. He was way to the left and way towards the tarp on the back. 30 love. Credit to Adam, too. He's hitting a heavier ball, it seems like, the past few games, especially on his forehand wing, compared to when he was playing Scott, it seemed like, a few matches ago at this Essential Tennis Court.
So mean by Adam.
Ooh,
Shot. We've been talking a lot about Ira, but think about the tricky position that Adam is in right now, where he's got an opponent who seemingly is like on the ropes, but at the same time can basically hit a winner from like at any point. You just don't know how many he's going to hit. It's a really tricky position for Adam to be in. Oh, serve and volley.
wow,
That's deep.
that was a heck of a return and even a better pickup from Adam to put it to the corner
It's a good ball, yeah.
where Ira wasn't expecting it. Just like his body wasn't expecting this much of a taxation of energy.
I think that's my favorite segue, comment segue so far. Well done. All right, so we're on serve, but Adam just kind of dealing body blows right now. Ira, the big variable here is going to be whether or not Ira can just hang in there physically. And we're on serve. It's been a great matchup so far, and really interesting combination of defense versus offense. I hope Ira can hang on and just keep this match play going, because it's really, really fun to watch.
And it's no secret that Ira, as we both have stated several times, wants to keep the points short. Big serve, big forehand, or big return, big forehand.
Yep.
But the issue is, though, it's still taxing on your energy. It's still taxing on your fitness. So
Absolutely.
how much can Ira keep this up before it eventually makes him crumble, even on the easier shots?
And when you say crumble, you're saying basically the scale tips in the direction of the errors like,
Correct.
dramatically, and all of a sudden it's just not paying dividends anymore.
Because I would say it's about 75 to 80% paying off, whether it's a winner or a forced error or just a really good shot to put Adam in a very defensive position. But as you can see, with Ira just tilting his head back against the tarp on the changeover, it's not easy.
No, hitting a winner takes a lot out of you physically.
It does.
Like from 80 feet away to take that big of a cut and hit a winner, like physically it takes a lot out of you.
Correct.
And I think people, if you're a 3-0 player, a 3-5 player, not to be condescending at all, it's hard to imagine how much effort it takes to hit a 4-5 level winner from baseline to baseline, and then do it again and again and again. It does take a huge amount of energy output.
Okay, we'll see how easily Ira will hold, if at all. It seems like he's not willing to hit too many spin serves as second serve. He is going for it, pedal to the metal. Let's see if his gas tank is going to run out, though.
So we're at 3-4, correct?
3 serving 4.
Just going. This bomb second serve, and then the drop.
Oh,
Wow.
very cheeky, very cheeky.
At some point you're gonna have to. Oh, is that just?
I messed up
games?
the score.
Oh.
Yep.
So I thought you had some kind of like beautiful mind, like equation going on for like winners or unforced errors. but
Oh, it's like Beautiful Mind. Didn't someone die in that movie? Like, I never
don't
saw the
know.
movie. It's like,
I don't remember.
neither did I. I was too young. It
Movie about a math genius.
was Russell Crowe, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Set scores 3 serving 4. And 30 love for Ira. Gotta say it again. Thank you all so much for being here on the stream tonight. Really appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the match.
If you guys haven't already, hit like and hit subscribe for more original tennis content brought to you by Essential Tennis, Ian and his team.
You can't watch a YouTube video without somebody saying like and subscribe. Mark had to sneak it in there somewhere. It's just an auto YouTuber. You can't like talk without saying like and subscribe if you're a YouTuber.
Even in some of my conference calls, I start saying it every now and then, just out of script. We're talking about programming and programming architecture, and I'm slipping that in for some reason. Then they say, "Mark, are you okay?" It's been a long night. Oh,
Awesome
angle.
Love it. You can do it, Ira.
4-4.
4-4.
4-4.
Interesting that Adam's looking to come forwards and pressure on that. Like you would think he'd want to extend these points.
Just like that.
Yeah. Like this point is going to pay so many dividends. Even if Ira wins it, like you got to be happy if you're Adam to make him run back and forth 4 times before he finally hits the winner.
So if anybody in chat has ever actually extended a point in singles on a hot summer day just to make your opponent pay physically, let us know, because I've done that several times where I could easily hit a winner, but you know what? I'm going to drop shot this guy. Because even though I might lose the point, I'm going to win the next one, the next 2, just because my opponent's out of gas. So I think that's what Adam is kind of doing to an extent, and that's a very generous call by Ira. And 15-all? It's now 15-all.
Yeah, a lot of benefit of the doubt by both competitors here, which always got to respect a lot.
We've never had any bad calls at Essential Tennis in recent memory, have we? And if they have, don't mention their names.
Just recently, there was one that was like, I can only remember 1 or 2.
Okay.
In general, the cameras keep people very honest because they know 10,000 people later on are going to see like a zoom in, like close up of the call. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. You just have to go for that if you're Ira.
It seemed like, though, from at least up here, obviously, armchair tennis coach right now, he should have taken maybe 1 or 2 more shuffle steps to really lean into it on his forehand. But this is where he's starting to get gassed. There we go.
Close. Wow.
Good.
Nice net play there by Adam.
And typically someone that's a defensive baseliner, at least in relative to the spectrum of 4-5 singles tennis, Adam is changing it up a little bit by closing in and, asserting some of his dominance at the net, where you think of big hitting as definitely more on Ira's racket.
40-15, I believe.
Correct.
And 4-4 is the set score right now. Adam's got a great overhead.
Beautiful angle there.
He's the type of... There's certain players where when they get lobbed,
Adam.
you don't know whether or not it's going to be a winner, but it's like,
Correct.
it's almost like an automatic shot. Like the overhead's going to go back in the court. Adam's one of those players where it's just kind of like an automatic shot for him, which is a huge asset, especially, not the tallest guy in the world. Huge asset for him at the net when he's that confident in his overhead. Yikes. All right, really quickly here, I want to thank, we actually have a match play sponsor tonight, and that's playyourcourt.com. If you guys would like to find somebody right in your local area that's like a perfect match play pairing for you, just like Ira and Adam are having an incredible match right now, then go to playyourcourt.com. And they have a really special offer just for Essential Tennis viewers. If you go to playyourcourt.com/ET, they have a special just for Essential Tennis viewers right now on their Plus membership. So go check it out. Frankly, even if you don't sign up, go check it out, because they have a huge network of players, huge network of coaches. So if you're looking for a lesson, if you're looking for a practice partner, if you're looking for a match play partner, if you're looking to play, I think they're starting to do tournaments as well. Incredible resource for players. So big thank you to playyourcourt.com. They're the official sponsor of this match play series. Appreciate you guys very much. So still on serve here?
It is on serve. Ira, 4, serving. It's a 5. Love. I think Adam's going to make a pretty big move here, being a little bit more aggressive on both first and second serves, and possibly ground strokes.
And I would expect Adam to go in the opposite direction,
Really?
is my instinct, in the sense that just be absolutely sure every ball goes back in the court. Like, extend the points as much as possible. Like, if Ira's going to hold here, just make him suffer through it. You know what I'm saying? And just put as much pressure on him as possible. Not that he's not going to pull the trigger if he has an opening, but I would expect him to play just very high shot tolerance at this point.
We'll find out. It was kind of hard to see because Ira hit another bomb of a serve for that service point. Oh,
It's tough.
That looked 3 inches up.
I saw it good, honestly. Like, it was, I would say, back of the line, but I think it caught.
Okay. So are you calling me a hook?
No. I was kind of hoping you'd want to bet again, because I'm 2-0 on line call bets with you.
Okay. Ooh. Did he?
Is that an F-bomb from Ira there?
Ladies and gentlemen on chat, if that was what we thought it was, we apologize sincerely. This is a live stream, and not everybody's perfect.
Hide your children, hide your wife. Ira's dropping F-bombs. It's been known to happen on tennis court here and there, you know. Oh, and there goes the mic again.
Is that attached to the center strap?
Yeah. And the audio team is out on the courts. Thankfully, he's not streaking.
So a few people in my circle of friends were betting that I'd be the one streaking, but it would be kind of hard to if I was both a commentator and streaker at the same time.
For the sake of me, please do not streak up here, Mark.
Okay, I won't.
And also for the sake of our audience. There's probably somebody in the chat that would like to see you streak. You know, I was, you know, 775 people. There's got to be one.
Everybody has their niche.
Yeah, you know.
Everybody has their taste.
Yeah, no judgment. So I've lost track of the score again. What's the score?
We'll ask
4-5.
Troy.
It's it's probably like 30-40 maybe. Is that it?
Yep.
No.
Ira, is it deuce?
Yeah.
Deuce.
All right, so we're at deuce, ladies and gentlemen. 4-7-5.
Agassi hair is in.
Agassi hair is in.
Whoa.
Wow.
Ooh.
That really hurts.
Yeah,
if you're Ira, I mean, great hands by Adam. That's not an easy serve to pick up. It's not. But it really sucks for Ira to throw in that big of a second serve and then lose to that shot.
And it wasn't even a clean return. It was just getting a racket on it, using some strings, getting it in. Set point. That is set.
You know, tell me if I'm wrong. I feel like Ira maybe I don't know if finding a second wind is the right way to say it, but I feel like he's kind of found a little bit of a tempo here where he's looking a little more comfortable physically.
I believe that is correct. And chat, let me know what you guys think, but I think Ira did find a second win. He's not nearly as tired looking as he was a changeover, maybe even 2 changeovers ago. So
Yeah, I
he's
agree.
found something. He, made a few errors, obviously, but he's not slouching. He's not prancing around the court, just not seeming he wants to be here, but he's here to fight. And even though he lost that first set, I don't think fitness is going to be an issue unless it gets to a third and you play it out. But we'll see when that happens.
Yeah, we'll see. And I know Ira well. He will do absolutely anything to stay competitive in this match. If there's any way for him to win this match, there's some authority there to that box drop.
It's a thick piece of pizza.
Wow. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen.
Lou Malnati's
Mark Sanset.
dish pizza, and I brought ghost pepper hot sauce to accompany with it.
Ghost pepper hot sauce.
Because apparently Ian does like his food
I like
spicy.
I do like spicy. The box is, yeah, there you go.
And there is a piece missing because I got hungry.
On the drive over, you just had to had to dive in there.
Always. Hot sauce is Akamiso Ghost Reaper Pepper. This will be a good one.
Let me see this.
You're going to be sweating. Good thing you brought some water. Do you have milk?
You're trying to scare me now, but I'm taking this very seriously.
No, it's good.
Yeah, so tell me. So, I mean, it says like 5 flames or whatever.
It's
but
a slow burn. It's good.
that's what I was going to
Okay.
ask. Is it just like
Yeah.
painful?
No.
Is
It's
it-
flavor. It's very
Is
flavorful.
it like masochistic hot?
No.
Or is it like flavor and it's serious spiciness?
It's got serious spice in it. It's
Yeah.
not like Tabasco, where Tabasco has a little bit of flavor.
Yeah.
But has a kick.
You want some
some?
pizza? You want some pizza?
Next time we do this.
No, it's kind of nice. I mean, you can smell the ghost chili, but no, it's got some good. It's got a good nose to it.
Next time we do this, though, I'm gonna bring wings, kind of like hot ones. You want some? It's good.
You want a little dab, James? I'm gonna put some over on the side here.
Oh, come on.
I'm gonna test the waters first. I'm gonna go right in for the hot sauce here.
All right. It's not bad.
Ghost chili, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully I don't regret that.
All right, it's the second set. Adam to serve.
Yeah, it's got good amount of heat, but it's not ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's not like just punch you in the face over and over
Correct.
again, but you feel it.
Yeah. And speaking
Yeah.
of punching in the face, that was a very good forehand return from Ira, just laying down the law, asserting authority.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice. Awesome play by Ira. Moving pretty much all the way into the doubles alley there to hit that forehand.
I commented in the first set how much she will be moving to hit that forehand,
Yeah.
to go for something aggressive.
Yeah, it's got, I believe you use the phrase staying power. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's gonna, you can tell it's gonna linger. It's gonna stick around.
Oh, I put that on my chili all day.
Yeah.
Coming.
Vig says, tennis match mukbang.
Not bad.
You familiar with that phrase, mukbang?
Mukbang? No.
It's like a whole style of content where the creator just eats tons of food on camera.
Oh.
And apparently people love watching that.
So how come no one's ever told me about that?
You might have missed your calling there, bro. It's not too late. It's not too late.
Oh, wow.
Dorian, we've got different mics for different purpose. The live stream are on these mics. Later on, when we cut these videos together for YouTube content, we'll be using the broadcast mics. They sound much better.
First ace of the match for Adam. Slider out wide. Playing with the fire. Ira's forehand return. Smart changeup, though.
Serving volley again.
Yeah.
Really interesting from his style of play. Good point. What makes Adam a really impressive, like there's all kinds of defense specialists. There's all kinds of like big bang, like offense specialists. It's so rare to see a defensive style player have the serve and volley, skill set. And it's really impressive to see him mix it up and do that.
Well, that is a testament to Adam's alma mater of, I think Xavier is where
Oh, yeah?
he went, which is, I think is that D1 or D3? Chat, is Xavier University D1 or D3 for NCAA college tennis? I don't know that off the top of my head, but obviously if you're playing college tennis on the lineup, both singles and doubles, you gotta learn how to serve and volley off of big returners like,
I saw that deep.
I saw that deep too. Yeah.
Not by a lot.
2 inches.
This is the first game of the set, right?
Correct.
Yeah. Yeah, so set score is 0-0. First set was 6-4 for Adam. Sorry, we'll try to keep all of you up to date on YouTube. That's a great play, though. Ira knows he's got to keep going for that shot.
The dangerous inside in. Low percentage, but sending the message. Just like the ghost pepper is sending the message. I'm actually sweating. It's a good burn, though.
How much did you put on there? I got.
Probably twice as much as that.
Yeah, good for you. Yeah, I took the finger dip and I haven't gone back. I haven't gone back for more yet. I've still got a nice residual
Oh, yeah. It's
burn. Just having to do that much running. Yeah, it's just brutal having to do that, cover that much court after the swing that you would hope just finishes the point. All right, so score here is 1-0 for Adam. The second set, Adam won the first set, 6-4. Chad is saying D1,
okay.
Xavier. Oh, dude, how is it the second set, and I haven't even looked for a footfall yet from Adam?
so.
Have you been
Yes.
Have you been watching?
So I was talking with Adam as I take a huge bite of pizza about the footballs because
Yeah.
it was kind of a hot topic about 2 weeks ago.
A little bit.
A little bit.
I stirred the pot a little bit there.
Got a little spicy.
Oh, it was spicy.
So He's not he didn't foot fault for the first 6 games. His first 3 or 4 service games. Now he's starting
Have you
to
been
foot fault
watching
with-
for it?
Yes, I am. But I didn't call him out on it because I wanted you to kind of bring it up.
I can't believe I just thought of it. Somebody in the chat just brought it up, and I can't believe I haven't even been watching for it, because that was like the biggest question on my mind.
Yep.
Is he going to come back after all the comments from his first match and just keep foot faulting over and over and over again? So just overall, it's been clean?
Well, his last 2 service games, not so much.
Dude, a perfect illustration. Like, I literally, this is how little I care about it. Like,
You asked.
it was no. I'm just saying. It took me 11 games before I was like, oh, is he football's in? Like, it just doesn't even register for me. I'm just not even used to looking at it at all. Sorry if I just triggered the whole chat. All 700 of you. My apologies.
I'm going in right now.
Oh man, we're just going.
1-0. Is that an ace?
I believe so. So
0 serving 1.
Yep. Second set, 15 love. Caught that ridge right there. Because it dipped, it was in.
Yeah.
You thinking that was out?
No, I thought that was it. I'll agree with you on that. We don't agree on much. I'll agree with you on that. I'm joking. We agree on a lot.
We have that common ground.
Yeah.
The ridge is in. Which is unfortunate. If the ridge was a little bit out, it would be much better. Because then you'd feel better about calling it out after it catches it.
Wow.
Wow. Oh. That's what we're hoping for here. Great defense, great offense. The yin and the yang, back and forth. That's like the matchup that we want to see here tonight. And I feel like, again, Ira's kind of found a second wind here. Like, he's looking comfortable. He's kind of settled into it a little bit physically.
Very settled in, unlike the pizza in my stomach right now. That's
Don't rub your eyes, dude.
Oh yeah, I've heard horror stories. I try not to eat hot sauce at night because I take out my contacts. Oh, yeah, that sucks.
That sounds terrible.
Oh, man.
Adam finding the backhand there on second serve. It's huge.
Correct.
I feel like, and this is smart on Ira's part, I feel like he's toned down how much work he's willing to do to find a forehand, for example.
Or that.
Holy crap. Oh, he saw that lob coming a mile away.
And it ends in an anticlimactic event.
That hurts.
He
Dude,
read
you're
that
sweating.
too. Yeah, I'm sweating. I'm sweating. Feels good,
He's
Bill.
doing it for the content, ladies and gentlemen.
Feels good. No, I actually do this at home. If
Sacrificing the body.
I'm in my boxers late at night, 11 p.m., eating Taco Bell, I will do that.
All right, so on serve, it's going to be Ira serving 1-2. Second set.
So overall, a pretty clean set and a quarter, set and a half, because it's only one break of serve.
Oh yeah,
Which is
and
fantastic.
it was right down to the end too.
Yep. Absolutely.
So it's been a great match. I mean, all in all, like there were questions early on, about Ira's longevity, his ability to hang around and keep dealing those big, flat, kind of crushing shots. He's done a fantastic job.
Mm-hmm. I'm just wondering if Ira's able to, when he's completely out of position, crank the backhand. I
Yeah.
saw him come over some of the backhands. I know he typically does slice it.
You mean tonight, or does he have the
Tonight.
Does he have the shot in general?
Tonight.
Yeah, it doesn't
You don't
look
think
like
so?
he's willing to give it a shot. I don't know if he feels like he hasn't been playing enough, like the timing's not there possibly, or he just doesn't have the confidence in it. It doesn't look like to me he's going to pull that trigger.
Okay.
Maybe deep here in the second set, like if he gets behind a little bit, I could see him just, what the heck, like might as well go for it.
Yeah. And funny enough, Ira is the team captain of one of my 4.5 state league rivals, and he's always playing one doubles, and he's never lost to my team as an individual. So I'm not saying he's the nemesis, or he is the opposing team captain in state league, which unfortunately didn't happen in 2020. But it's nice to see people outside of my tennis team playing competitive tennis at this level, even if they're not on my team during the summer. So it's always nice to be somewhat relatively well known in your tennis circles, in your tennis community, around your geographical area.
Oh, sure. Absolutely. Especially, I think, as you kind of rise through the ratings and the rankings, as you become stronger, it's nice to have a pocket of like-minded, like-leveled, players, sparring partners, training partners, acquaintances. If you need somebody to fill in or what, it's just nice to have those connections.
Correct, and a lot of tennis players use it as a networking tool for their their sales job, their accounting job, their engineering job. So it's a very good networking tool. Just the idea of not necessarily just tennis, but a sport in general, which I've always preached is always a good life skill to have, being somewhat decent at a sport. That is a nice body shot from Ira on the second serve. That is a big second serve.
Good old flat second serve.
Yep. It's like the equivalent in boxing, a nice body shot. It's not going to get you any knockouts, but it's going to get the job done eventually.
I was laying down the serve really nicely
Yes.
tonight, and it looks like he's doing it at a relatively casual. He's not cranking on his arm where he's going to wear himself out or burn himself out. Again, I think he's managing his energy really well.
It did seem like in this service game for the first serve, it's about 5 to 10 miles per hour slower than in the beginning of the set.
That one actually looked a little tentative to me.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's definitely not his heart rate. The adrenaline's probably worn off a little bit from the start of the match.
That second serve was faster than the first serve.
Yeah.
Which is a interesting combination.
Is it 40? Is it 45 or 30 all?
Score?
Thank you. All right, 40-15, ladies and gentlemen. Ira's serving 1-2, second set.
Ira's giving off Fabio Fanini energy.
I totally, I see that. You got like the,
Oh!
Wow. Wow, that's a tough ball.
That was on the stretch.
They're complaining about the neck cord.
Just out. So Adam's passing shot the point before was definitely Djokovic-like, on the stretch, on that left hand, flicking it down the line. Just luckily for Essential Tennis, there's no baseline umpires to be hurt.
Maybe we should get some. Sit in the chair over there.
I was thinking about building you one of those umpire chairs.
Can you make it one of the motorized ones, like
Oh,
at
geez.
the Australian Open, like the tram ride?
I'm not a mechanical engineer. Yeah, I'm always wondering how much those cost. Oh, yeah. Well, that shot did not bounce at all, but did you see that really good return by Adam? He just absorbed it, leaning back a little bit to take some pace off, and did a good job. And Ira did a fantastic job with that short angle slice.
Adam's got great hands, like right off the bounce. He finds the ball really well off both sides, forehand and backhand side.
There we go.
Ira's not gonna be happy about that.
No.
He's been complaining about neck cord bounces.
I mean, is that his usual thing, or is he just today?
No, I think just today. I'm starting to get a little bit of sense that Ira's starting to dwindle a little bit in the energy department.
Oh, so the second wind is starting to die down a little bit, you think?
I think he might be.
That's no good.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. For a big guy, that takes a lot of energy to be moving left and right at that much of a moment's notice when your opponent is on the other side of the net,
Yeah.
inside of the service line. So add out. Let's see if Adam can convert. Was Adam not expecting that?
I guess not. I mean, I guess not.
These little dribblers are killing me.
Adam just made a comment that Ira hides. He hides it well. He's saying. So I guess from his vantage point, I don't know. He's expecting the the deep chipper, deep close to the baseline maybe.
Because I've never played Adam, but I know how quick he is based off of the videos that you've posted. And I've seen him.
Yeah, no, it surprised me as well after
like-
watching him play Scott.
Yeah.
Like he's got good anticipation. He tracks a lot of stuff down. So Ira must be doing something to hide it.
Yeah. It's hard to tell from this point of view because we're
Yeah.
obviously,
Yeah.
10 feet higher. Oh, that's a very nice, slightly off pace, flat forehand, skipping out wide to Adam's backhand. Bringing up Ad in now.
Ming Deity in the chat is saying Ira needs some ghost pepper stat. I might perk him up down there. Just a little dab of that'll light some fire.
So Ad in, big serve. Another net cord dribble. We gotta get a net cord counter up. Ira seems to me, especially with that beard and haircut now, and he's technically a dad, to be the guy at a bar with hot sauce and ranch just drizzled all over his massive lumberjack beard.
With like a huge, not pint, but what's the larger, like a boot, like a glass boot full of beer. Yeah.
It's not light beer either. It's
No,
gonna be an
no, a
IPA.
stout,
Or, yeah.
yeah.
It's gonna be a thick beer.
Ira better get his mind off the net cords fast
Yeah.
or emotionally. Like he doesn't need any more taxing anything.
That's a good 1-2 punch by Ira. That is what he was made for.
That's what he needs. Just another 15, 20 of those to get to the end of the set. Does that mean? I didn't mean it to sound like that. But for real, if you can do that another 15 times, like he's in business.
You do another 15 times, we'll be playing the Australian Open 2022.
1,500 maybe.
There's that classical inside in.
Good hold, Ira.
We're supposed to be asking you guys that.
Ira's having fun out there though. Yeah, like he's definitely struggling a little bit physically, but you can tell he's a competitor. Like he absolutely loves being in this place right now.
Oh, Scott Brody in the chat. So notice, chat, how Adam is standing about 2 to 3 inches further back than normal to make sure that he is indeed not foot faulting. That so many of your people have commented.
Yeah. So let me watch now. Yeah,
Correct.
I literally
To remind
haven't
you
loo-
again.
Yeah, I literally haven't looked for it. Oh wow, yeah, he's far back.
He's far
That's
back.
That's 6 inches.
That's good.
Wow. Honestly, I respect that a lot.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Defense from Ira?
Oh, that's killer. That's killer.
Oh, that's...
I mean, respect.
Currently, I've never seen somebody be so successful changing the direction of the ball.
I mean, big respect to Ira for chasing that down and giving it that much effort.
Correct.
But that's
There, I can remember.
that's really tough. Just for the next 2 minutes to come back from that sprint is a really big ask.
Another play is that Ira could just call that shot out, but we have cameras rolling.
And another cameo by the tech team. Gonna have to figure out a more sturdy solution.
Duct tape?
White duct tape.
Oh,
So-
that really is right on the...
So it blends
oh,
it. Yeah, it's right on
right
the,
on
the
it.
center strap.
Yeah. Yeah.
2 unforced errors.
Big thank you to everybody in the chat who's keeping the chat up to date. Oh, I was going to say something about that. Thank you, everybody in the chat, for keeping the score up to date here.
Second serve.
Adam took the first set, 6-4,
It's
and
2
we're
all.
tied up at 2 now in the second.
Oh, very nice second serve, but high quality return from Ira. Oh, there we go.
Adam was there already.
That was a very good dipper from Adam, and I think he was actually there on if Ira did make that on the line. Score, Adam. 30-15, Adam serving.
Dude, that was pretty low. I quite honestly don't know. I think it might be pretty low. But Scott or
I don't remember Ira winning the point.
Probably gonna edit that up.
Nice move by Adam there, given the point. Adam thought it was 30-15. Ira thought it was 40-love. Adam going with 30-15. You like to see that. Good cut.
It's always interesting to me, like, how different of a tennis player I would be if I had Ira's, like, height and length, because typically you're supposed to be having a game style to what you will physically be done after you're done growing. So someone like Adam and myself, we're on the shorter side, just gonna have a grinder point. So Adam is up, 3-2, Ira to serve.
Yep. Thanks for hanging out with us, everybody. Really appreciate it. Hope you're enjoying the stream. It's been a classic matchup here of offense versus defense. And also, I guess, kind of a battle of short points versus long points. Ira coming off of a long break after having his wife having twins, hasn't been playing, hasn't been training. Meanwhile, I know Adam has been training after losing to Scott Brody, who, by the way, you can see him in the viewing area down below. He's been coming out, he's been training. I know that first loss on the Essential Tennis Court really kind of motivated him to get back out here, start hitting some more, which is great.
Because whether win or lose, we just want you guys to play more good tennis. That's what we're here at the end of the day for.
Absolutely. That's why Essential Tennis exists. That's why you exist too, right?
Well, I existed because my mom met my dad.
And one night.
The birds and the bees.
But no, seriously, if you're not subscribed to Mark's YouTube channel, he's more focused on the gear side of things, strings, frames, and improving your game on the equipment side of things. I don't do any of that type of content at all. So if you're into like the latest greatest string and frame and how to maximize the equipment that you have, definitely go subscribe to Mark's channel. What have you been up to recently, Mark?
Training for sectional / regionals, so been not dieting, which is probably a bad thing, given the pizza.
That's tough.
But that is a tough.
That's just tough.
And it's always super, I wouldn't say cringy, but a little vicarious of like, oh, he did everything right, just missed that last shot by 2 to 3 inches. It's always a heartbreak because you want to set up points as best as you can.
Man, that's tough.
There. I think there was a little bit of anger behind that ball, chat.
I would say rage.
Rage?
Yeah,
Okay.
This is a rage overhead.
So is it anger and then rage? Is that?
Rage is definitely above anger.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's called
There's
rage
like
against the machine, not anger
avoidance,
against the machine.
Annoyance, frustration, anger, and then
Okay.
Rage.
Okay.
I don't know if there's anything above rage.
Rage.
Oh, thanks. Oh, we've got a little snack here for Mr. Sanset.
What? Are you kidding? I still have to eat dinner. I can't eat that.
All right. Gotta go back to the commentator booth here, Mark. We brought you something special here.
What is this?
Everybody, this is something for Mark. Mark, we know you've been training hard.
Protein box. Okay, so you gave me the old switch, bait and switch?
So we got Mark a nice little training friendly snack here. We got the vegetables, we got the nuts, we got cheese and
veg what?
vegetables.
Never heard of that before.
No, you should look into it.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like your airline, meal.
I think it's a little higher quality than Delta.
Wanted to stick with the food theme with Mark, but I know you're speaking of training for. I never remember. Is it regionals or is it
Regional / sectionals.
Yeah, sectionals.
But it's hopefully if I do well, I get a nationals. So 3-3? No,
Yeah, I'm sorry. 3-3.
3-3 or 2-2. Oh. 2-2, right, Adam? 3-3. Losing track. I'm gonna hit the gym tomorrow and eat a salad for lunch.
George in the chat says, Mark, you'd never lose if you eat like that. Never, would it be worth it, Mark? If you never lost another tennis match again, but you had to eat this for every meal, would you do it?
Yes.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you.
Well, I mean, put it this way. If I never lose, where's the fun in that?
That's a great response.
Yeah.
That's a great response. It's a what's the word? It's a very
Philosophical?
experienced competitor answer. It's like on the surface, yeah, it'd be fun to win every single match. But the reality is, we all love the fight. We love the struggle. Ah, he saw it that time.
Yeah. Oh, tweener? Oh, that was smart though.
I hear love. Is he gonna love?
Is that a chop? Surprised Adam doesn't have a drop shot back.
Oh my god. Is he gonna drop shot? No. No way. Oh wow.
Is that our streaker?
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Like I was in slow motion.
Oh, we got the streaker. We got the streaker.
The only way that point could have been better is if someone hit a tweener, but other than that, that was damn near perfect.
What just happened between that point and
Love 40.
the chat's loving the streaker. What is going on?
Perfect. Right behind.
That's tough.
Good.
That's tough.
And good response from Adam after that really long point that he lost, and that's probably the point of the match so far. Adam comes in strong with a nice, solid volley right behind Ira after a well-placed first serve.
I mean, that was probably top 10 point that we've ever seen on this court during YouTube content.
Oh, wow. All right. Adam's not going to give up so easily.
Wow.
That was...
I'm still trying to digest that point along with my first bite of pizza.
This is all your first bite.
Yeah, I can't do commentary while I'm eating pizza.
Just out.
Just back.
So I shouldn't bring baby back ribs next time.
I mean, I'll eat them, but probably just not. Definitely not on a live stream. Yeah. I mean, I respect you a lot for going full sweats on us. Like, that was impressive.
Maybe I should have worn a dry fit shirt.
Yeah.
How gutsy is it to go from love 40 down and crawl all the way back up to take it to deuce and now add in? That's a lot of energy from Adam.
And I feel like Ira kind of Adam to Adam in this reaction. How many net cords does that make up for, Ira? How many net cords does that make up for?
5. But you still got
I think Adam has, what, 7 net cords so far?
That's probably about right.
Yeah,
It's quite a few. Yeah, thank you, chat. We're at deuce and 3-3 in the second set.
After Adam was down love 40 in his zones in this very service game. Oh. Get out of here. Middle / outside part of the line on that service return. And is there such thing as the third wind?
A lot of credit to Ira for finding the second wind and just hanging in there this long, just managing his energy. Really impressive how he's, I don't know what the right word is. I guess manage is the best word.
Oh. So complete
Ira up a
momentum
break.
shift.
Ira up a break
Up
now.
a break. Adam was down love 40 after that amazing tennis point. Adam brings it back to deuce, if not maybe even add in, I believe. And then Ira just I mean, were they slaps? But they were really good shots.
Borderline, yeah.
Yeah.
It was still control. I wouldn't quite call it, to me, slap is like reckless abandon.
Yeah.
Just like going for broke. I would say if that's a 10 out of 10, then I would give that like a 7.5,
Yeah.
maybe, or like an 8. Like
That's
definitely
up there.
going for it.
Yeah. Not to mention, it was pretty damn close to the line, both of those shots.
I think the first one hit the line.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about the second one was inside, I think.
2, 4, 5 women.
Doreen, I'd love to feature female players on the court. In fact, I have one lined up for hopefully the near future. I get all kinds of like emails, messages from players about playing on this court, and full transparency. It's just almost all dudes, reaching out to me to play matches. So I'm totally open to feature whoever wants to come out here and battle it out. I'm totally ready to feature any level, any person.
Actually, if you need another 4 or 5 women, let me know, because
Yeah.
I play in the mixed league, so I could definitely reach out to them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Forgot about that. Sorry. Oh, maybe mixed doubles in the works sometime in the near future?
That'd be fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Yeah, I'd be down to go in on some mixed doubles.
Yeah. Mixed singles, Syria.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Hey, Syria. How are you doing? All right. Ira up a break, 4 serving 3.
How about that? So here's the question: if Ira holds out, do you think they play a breaker? They'd have to, right? There's no way Ira
There's
would.
no Ira can.
There's no way he'd agree to playing a full third.
Maybe you should establish that before we started playing the tennis match.
Maybe they talked about it.
Right. Possible.
I can't imagine. Yeah, even before the match started, I'm sure Ira would have said breaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, those of you in the chat, I'm seeing a couple of your messages. If you want to be featured on this court, send me an email. Send me an email to ian@essentialtennis.com.
Oh, just wide.
That's IAN@essentialtennis.com.
Again, this is the 3rd time we've said it today in this match, but for being a defensive baseline grinder, Adam has really good hands at the net.
Yeah. He plays a lot of platform tennis or paddle tennis.
Yep.
So, I mean, a lot of that overhead confidence probably, you're
Yeah.
just basically hitting overhead after overhead in paddle tennis. So I think a lot of the net skill, I don't know what came first, is tennis, skills or the paddle.
Probably tennis. Oh, the skills. Sorry, the skills.
Obviously he was a tennis player before paddle, but
Yeah.
just the overall like competency and like the confidence. It'd be an interesting question to ask him, like how much he feels like platform has helped.
30 all. Ira serving. I thought that was up. Take a look at that.
I wouldn't bet on it.
Really? No? Okay. I'm not betting on it. You told me not to bet on it. 'Cause
I never told you not to
you,
bet.
you said I wouldn't bet on it.
No, I'm saying I'm not confident enough to be
okay.
like, yeah, I'll bet you 10 push-ups.
All right.
You might be right, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Wow,
Did he get
he
it?
got it in one bounce, though, yeah. That is
So
a
Ira at 5-3. How about that?
cash him outside. How about that? You know that meme?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's her name again? She's on Dr. Phil, right?
Yeah, that blew my mind. I'm like, oh my goodness.
So
Big
chat. What's your prediction right now? Ira's serving 5-3. Is he going to close out the second set? Yes or no?
Some thirsty messages in chat, but Ira's taken. Sorry, Spirit Donkey. So 30 love. One big first serve from Adam and a pretty big second serve from him to boot. 30 love. I think he'll close this up 40 love in this service game at least. We'll see how this goes.
Yeah, Ira's got to be selective in his energy output at this point. So it's like, once you get down, love 30, certainly love 40, you got to kind of just conserve for the next game, I feel like, at this point.
Yep. And that's not tanking. And you had a podcast on that with Ira actually being featured.
Yeah.
And that isn't.
No, not at all. No, there's
Yeah.
a difference between energy strategy and making sure you have enough for what's to come in the match and just giving up. Like Ira will not give up. He's not going to just phone it in and be like, well, I might as well stop trying.
Yeah.
Want to thank the sponsor for today's match. If you'd like a hitting partner, a match play partner, a training partner, just like Adam and Ira have right here, they're friends. They get to come out on the court, battle it out, have a friendly match, but a competitive match. The best resource to get paired with somebody just like that is playyourcourt.com. And they've been kind enough to, A, sponsor this video. So big thank you to Play Your Court. They're helping to make this type of content possible. But B, they're also offering a discount for viewers of this match. So make sure you go to playyourcourt.com/ET for full details on that. And go check out Play Your Court in general. They're an incredible resource. Good friend of mine runs the website. They do an amazing job. And they love the game of tennis. They're doing whatever they can to help grow and support the game of tennis, just like we are here at Essential Tennis. We want to see the game be as healthy and as competitive as possible. So big thank you to playyourcourt.com. Really appreciate them a lot.
So a lot of people in chat were asking the UTRs, or universal tennis rating of these guys.
Yeah.
I would say they're anywhere between a mid-8 to a low 9/high 8 at this point. Obviously, the UTR system right now is kind of messed up a little bit because of the recent pandemic, but they're definitely on the stronger edge of 4.5 NTRP/USTA rating system right now.
Oh, whoops. I need to go back to the...
Yep.
Everything good?
Yeah, I'm heading out. Can you stop the stream and some stuff?
Yeah. Thanks.
Spirit Dog is asking if I am keto. I am not keto. After eating that pizza.
Definitely not.
$15 love.
So Ira serving for the set here, 5-4, after losing the first set, 4-6.
Just out.
That's a tough miss from Matt. I feel like a return he's been making all night.
I think that was the very first return that was just a little bit out where he hit the ball relatively cleanly. So I completely agree where I would expect that ball to dip in a little bit. Something just didn't happen.
$30 love, right?
Correct. 30 love.
Could it be, Mark? Could this be the first tiebreaker ever played in an Essential Tennis match?
We've never even had a set tiebreak.
No.
Really?
No tie. We've never split sets, and we've never played a tiebreaker in a set.
Very solid smash from Ira. Man,
That's big boy tennis.
It is.
Serving for the set, and then hitting multiple good lobs, like not easy overheads, and hitting them that confidently. That's really impressive.
What's- when you said big boy tennis, I mean, the first thing I thought of with Ira is the beard.
That's big boy beard.
His big boy beard. Best overheads on tour, Benoit Pierre. Big beard.
Coincidence?
Nope, it's science. As Ira double faults, 40-15. Ira's still up, 40-15.
That's tough. Wow, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
And we split sets for the first time in essential tennis recorded history. You don't want to play it out?
Play it out.
Did Ian not tell you? This is 3 out of 5. What did he say?
No, you guys are playing. It's up to you guys. Wow, Ira's down.
Are you sure? Let's play it out.
Wow.
I got to change my dinner plans real quick.
Wow. Big respect to I
there
don't
we
know
go, yeah,
how
that's,
smart of a call that is, but
I-
I respect it. I mean, huge call by Ira. Just left it up to Adam.
Yeah, that is a borderline not good move. Scott, you might as well grab another beer because I think we're gonna be here a while.
Wow.
Not for me.
Playing the third set. Oh, keep forgetting to switch the camera angles here. I'm shocked, honestly. I can't believe Ira was totally down. I mean, fantastic. Like, I love the competitive spirit. Like, incredible to just be down to go the distance. But tactically, I mean, you gotta question the call, right?
I don't think that was a smart move by him, to be honest. But
Maybe he just wants to play more tennis.
he's already here. He might as well, right?
You know, he went to the trouble of
Yeah.
showing up today. He's come this far. He's battled back. So, I mean, hats off to Ira. I mean, I respect the call a lot.
I'm just hoping neither of these guys cramp up.
Well, good thing I didn't spend the money either if you're also watching.
It's paying off already.
15 love, Adam. So even though Ira doesn't look tired, it doesn't seem like, I would actually argue, I don't think he's mentally in it, which is why I'm very surprised he opted for the 10-point tie, or playing it out instead of a 10-point tiebreak and another net cord. Surprisingly, didn't dribble over.
Sorry, hold on.
When was the last time you saw a USTA official tournament have them play out a third set instead of a 10-point tiebreak? It's been back in juniors. We played it out back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Wow. Some mojo here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just honestly just haven't been around the USTA scene enough to really comment on that, to be totally honest with you. But obviously the trend has been compressed, you know,
Yep.
like make it shorter, get it over with quicker. Like, people don't want to be sitting around the club all weekend, you know, Friday through Sunday. Wow, look at this. All of a sudden a break point.
Did this gamble from Ira just pay off?
Is he just playing all of us? And
I think it's 4D chess.
yeah, obviously.
Oh, wow.
Just doesn't miss overheads.
No way. Oh. Excellent point from both of these gentlemen.
Wow.
Excellent point.
Nice shot. Thanks.
Ira was playing Adam like defense, it seemed like. Nice little slow ball.
Yeah, Ira
There we go.
almost kind of looking like he's trying to rope-a-dope him or change the tempo up, or I don't know about the last shot selection.
Yeah, neither do I.
But Ira's making a whole lot of decisions that don't make sense to us, so maybe we're just not smart enough to figure it out.
Ira does have that look as well as a lumberjack of being that evil mastermind villain in a mystery thriller directed by Christopher Nolan.
Yeah, he
Oh.
would need like a smoking jacket and like
A fedora, top hat?
yeah,
I could
maybe
see
a
that.
monocle.
Yeah. He would look like the guy like that ran like an empire in the steampunk era of 1800s Victorian England. I'm serious.
Ira definitely has taken his foot off the gas a little bit. And it's an interesting play. Super interesting. I mean, he's clearly still the aggressor here, but he's not taking as big of a cut at those forehands, which is, I'm curious what his mindset is behind that.
But to his credit, he's still stepping into the court.
Absolutely.
As you said, being the aggressor.
Absolutely, yeah. It's the first tight net shot out of Adam the whole match.
Okay, 1-0.
Wow, how about that?
That's the plot thickens,
Wow.
ladies and gentlemen.
Ira clearly knows something we don't know.
Yeah.
Chat, you guys are amazing. Thanks for hanging out. It's been over 600 people watching the entire time. That's incredible. Obviously, you must be enjoying the match, so that's fantastic. Thank you so much for your support by watching. We really appreciate it.
Thank you for the update, Scott.
466410. 0-1. Adam to serve up next.
Yep.
What's your call? What's your call here?
Ooh,
Third
no
set.
bets, because I already bought you guys pizza. 6-4, Adam wins in a 10-pointer. Sorry, 6-4, Adam wins.
I'm
in the third
feeling
set.
Ira right. Like there's something, I don't know. I feel like there's some deep pool of
Shroud.
confidence that's like there's something about his willingness to go the distance, and then tactical changes, and then early break. Like I'm going Ira. I'm going 6-4 Ira.
Oh, okay. So we got the 6-4. Flip the winners.
Yep.
Sounds like a good bet. Chat, what do you guys think? What do you think the final set score is going to be, and who's going to win? Leave us a comment.
Adam just asked how many people are watching live. I'm not sure that's a great idea. Never ask how many people are watching.
It's like asking, oh, is my match the one that determines whether we win or
Yeah,
not?
totally. Yeah, 100%. 100%.
worst.
Never ask that question. Bodes well for my Ira prediction.
Hopefully Scott doesn't spoil the number count for you ladies and gentlemen watching out there. Oh, 6. Oh, everybody's going for Ira except for Vig and I.
There's a couple Adams getting thrown in there. We got some teddy bears and fire emojis.
I don't understand that, but okay.
There's more Iras
Camera,
than.
switch the camera.
Oh, whoops. Oh, you guys don't want to watch us while the tennis goes. My apologies. Thank you.
Wow.
This is the first time where I feel like Adam's looking a little gassed. That's to me feels like a tired overhead.
Physically and mentally.
Yeah, that's a good point. I more meant physically, but it's a good point.
I'm saying mentally because he should have swung out on that. I think he was in a good position, even though he's not as fresh as he was in the first 2 sets. But mentally, if your mind is clear and you're not mentally fatigued, yep, it was out. You're gonna swing out on it.
Oh, I got it. Yeah. Yeah, thanks.
45.
45 though. I think Ira's gonna serve up a big ace.
It's kind of a spinner.
Yeah. Okay, maybe the backhand's not his day today to come up on it. Oh man.
40, 30.
Look at Ira's reaction.
Hold,
Concentrate, Ira.
hold my beer.
Somebody in the crowd opened a beer, and that triggered Ira's.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Ira, are you thirsty?
That's hilarious.
Wow.
Good pickup.
Good running from Ira coming over the top of it. You don't see that too often from Ira, especially at the baseline.
Not today. That's why I asked you earlier.
Yeah.
When you asked about it before, I said, "You mean today or in general?" In general, he can actually hit it. Like
Yeah.
it's a confident swing for him. So I've been a little surprised to see him not use it. He's definitely leaned on the forehand, you know, as like
Yep.
his weapon of choice today. But he has the shot.
So you know how you and Scott were commenting a few matches ago that my spirit animal is the mongoose.
That's right.
Alex's is the python or snake. Very nice short down the line roller. There we love Adam serving, but
We,
down
deci-
0-2.
we decided, or I was drilling with Scott the other day.
Yeah.
And we were like, well, angry old man isn't really spirit animal. So I said, how about Clint Eastwood? Like Clint Eastwood, I think is Scott's spirit animal.
Was it the get off my lawn kind of vibe from Gran Torino?
Exactly. Yeah, exactly.
And then someone in chat just said, Ira's spirit animal is beer. Which is absolutely true.
If only all of you watching knew how fantastically accurate that is. So we need a spirit animal for Adam then?
Adam, yeah. You gotta find one for Adam.
All right, we gotta pay attention. So Adam just held, right?
Yep, he's down a break.
Down a break, yeah.
1-2, Ira to serve. So chat, what do you think the spirit animal of Adam would be if he had one? And don't say foot fault. That is not a spirit animal. He's fixed that. We've established that in this match so far.
Yeah, big respect. I wanna see some props to Adam in the chat because he's really going out of his way to, I mean, as he should, like just to kind of address the issue again. I mean, cheating's bad, kids. Like you shouldn't try to cheat. So, but at the same time, like in a non-sanctioned, like non-refereed like match like this, I won't get into it. But the fact that he's making the effort, I think is a big step.
Oh, it's great.
No pun intended.
Yeah. Nice.
That was incredible.
That's a good
setup there.
that was-
I'm gonna pat myself up.
Oh, that was a good one.
That's a pretty good call.
Headshot?
You can always count on the internet to
Yeah.
come up with the.
Oh,
Adam's asking about the internet again. I don't think he should be doing that.
switch to the canvas.
Thanks. I probably would have forgotten. Adam needs to focus on the task at hand here. He's down a break in the third set.
Huh?
You know, how many doubles has Ira had, though?
He double faulted quite a bit in the first set. I don't think not too much in the second. For some
Relative to
reason.
how flat he's hitting that second, he's been real clean overall. Yeah, early on, he definitely had a couple.
I want to say 5 or 6, which isn't too bad for
That sounds
you know,
about right.
This.
For 3
Trajectory.
sets? Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
for
in
3
2.5 sets? Yeah, I feel like that's really solid. The internet.
Some ripping.
Internet is just a hilarious and terrible place.
How different of a person would you and I be if we didn't grow up with the internet as integrated into our lives as much as it is now?
Well,
I'd be a lot more innocent, I'll tell you that much.
I appreciate that you've forgotten how much older I am than you are.
But I mean, you're on the internet for this job, for this career.
Yeah. You said grow up with it though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good point.
I didn't experience the internet till I was about 12 or 13,
Okay.
like for the first time.
Yep.
It was on AOL, you know,
Oh.
with the discs. Did you even know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Okay.
You installed the disc that you got basically for free in a magazine
There you
or
go.
like a
there you go.
Sears
Okay.
hardware.
Yeah.
You put in that
Sears
disc
hardware. Nice.
Put that in a disc tray and made that sound to connect to the internet at 56 kilobytes per minute?
Kilobit per second.
Second.
Yeah, it's kilobit.
If you were lucky.
Yeah, that was the max speed.
I grew up poor.
Oh man, great defense.
Nice. Too cute. Ira, too cute.
Sorry,
That's cringe.
You got a feel for him there.
Yeah.
I mean, Adam just digs everything back,
Oh,
everything back.
Everything.
So you almost kind of feel the need to come up with something special.
Wow. How did you get topspin on that shot?
I don't know, but it's now break point. So if you want your call to come true, this is a big point right here.
I still stand by 6'4", Adam. That was a very flat motion forehand. Oh,
Ooh, good hustle, Ira. That was good effort.
that was a very good dipper for the next setup shot for Adam. Notice that he didn't pressure himself to hit a winner off of the passing shot. He dipped it nice and low to set up that nice and high, easy passing shot, the shot after. It's
Yeah.
always about the setup shot,
That's
always.
smart.
Christy.
So 3-3 is the set score here in the third set.
Oh, caught the outside of the line. Very outside. Oh, that's an interesting message.
I want to take a second and just really commend Ira here. I want to say it was like midway through the first set, maybe a third of the way through the first set, we were like, oh man, how in the world is he gonna keep this up? Like he was bending over, he was kneeling down.
And he also looked tired in the second set too.
Or, yeah, it was
Towards the end or towards the end of the.
I don't remember what.
But he
which
did
part.
look like he slumped in energy sometime afterwards as well.
The fact that it's now 3-3 in the third set, and he's still hitting winners.
Oh wow!
Nice volley.
Did you see him come over the backhand on that one?
That was nice.
good.
Yeah, no, he has that shot.
That was Ian-esque.
Oh, jeez. That's not yet. The fact that he's still hitting winners 3-3 in the third set is really impressive. That he's just found a way to physically stay in this is really, really commendable. What is it 30 all? It's 3-3 third set.
Ooh,
Is that
that's
the
a
first
bad,
double from Adam?
This might be second,
Is it?
but still not bad after a set and a half, or 2.5 sets.
Is it break? Did you say add in?
I have no idea.
Crap. Sorry, chat.
Wow! Oh, look at that transition from defense to offense with those awkward shots at the feet
And
of
that was
both
it.
these players.
That was at break point.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a pickup back there in the corner.
Deuce, Adam serving. Stephen DiMontreal, you spelled thickens wrong. There's no K in thickens. Another net cord.
There's no K in thickens?
Coming.
Look it up on Urban Dictionary.
I can't believe after that long of a pause, too, I was like, did I say anything? No.
Oh, back to deuce. Adam with a high forehand, just floating a little bit long. Yep.
The internet knows.
The internet knows.
I obviously am not hip to the thick lingo. I'm not hip to the thickness.
Are you down with the thickness?
Nice.
Oh,
Dude, that's. How old were you when that came out? You must have been like 13 or something.
fifth grade, when that Disturbed song came out.
Frick.
Sorry if I brought this upon you.
That's what the internet wants. Wow.
No
That's
way.
that's a tough ball.
Talk about unnecessary
Oh
shots.
my gosh. But how hard he
Oh,
swung.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I can't believe he made it.
He went after it.
Wow. That's nice.
Very nice hands.
Break point.
Correct. For being built like a lumberjack, he has awfully soft hands. Good for him.
He must moisturize.
Yeah. Gotta moisturize. Day in, day out. Oh,
Wow. Man.
who will win the AO? Lisa Nowak. Daniel Medvedev will win the Australian Open. That's my prediction.
I like that call.
And he took Rafa to 5 sets in the final of the U.S. Open that one year.
That was a crazy match.
He was down 0-2.
Yeah.
But we got better tennis in front of us right now. Enough talk.
For real though, this has been a fantastic match. I mean, it really has. From the beginning, we had the fire and ice defense, offense, and that was great. Looked like Ira was going to tap out, just too tired, but found a second wind, found a third wind, opts for the tiebreaker instead of, I'm sorry, opts for the full third set instead of the tiebreaker, and now up a break 4-3 in the third.
And
I never ever would have, never would have bet we'd be at this point in the match.
Correct. And I thought that it was going to be a close 2 sets, but I never would have imagined it would have been a split plus a full. So here's hoping that neither of these guys, dip their level. They both keep plugging away at this
No,
level,
it's
if
been
not maybe
amazing.
even a little bit higher. Just because when you see that finish line, you're right across it, you're going to sprint like the devil's right behind you.
I feel like one of them just said 3-2. It's 3-2?
3-2 Ira.
I'm sorry, everybody. It's 3-2. Yeah, 3 serving 2. My apologies.
That's why I brought this notebook, just in case. 3-2, Ira to serve. Oh, that thing is just so flat. It actually has a little bit of side spin. I don't know if you noticed that when you played them.
It might, yeah.
Flat across the net. Man, that is wicked, wicked spin.
Trying hard not to look at the chat.
I know,
It's
it's
just
It's kind of hard to.
kudos to all of you in the chat tonight. You're really doing the internet proud. Anytime the internet can collide with tennis. It's a beautiful thing. So you're all doing yourselves proud tonight.
And I'm hoping that even though you guys are just hanging out with me, Ian, Adam, and Ira, that you guys are getting a little bit of something out of this too. Even if you're just observing, learn something new every single day. Caught the back of the line.
That's
too.
tough, yeah.
That's good. That was very good.
Zach, the score is Ira's serving 3-2, and we're in the third set. Adam won the first set, and Ira won the second set. Ira, he's done such a good job.
Oh, man. Now, just like his shirt says, he's got to find his focus and just have a little Hakuna Matata. Ain't it a wonderful phrase? That was service a little bit out, I thought.
Yeah, I thought so too.
It's so much easier, though, because call it out from here rather than
Yeah,
down there.
that's a tough line. Yeah.
That is a very tough line.
In case you guys ever wonder, that's why occasionally on tennis courts you'll see a gap in the line right behind the service line on the singles sideline. So try to make those calls a little bit easier when the ball is on the sideline, but just a little bit deep. That's a really tough call to make as a returner.
It's 3-0 now.
Yes.
Ira got broken.
No. Did he hold? Yeah, Ira held. Yeah, because Adam netted that serve that we both thought was long. So 4-2.
2-4, right, Adam? 2-4? That's a nasty kick on it.
Caught that ridge maybe?
Was it a ridge? Let's see.
A little bit of trivia about the Essential Tennis Court. There's a little dip in the court surface about 3 or 4 inches inside the service line, all along the service line on Ira's side. That's a nice backhand. Nice play, Ira.
So that is a shot that not a lot of people teach even at the 4.5 or higher level. That forehand squash shot on the run. The defense just
The can
back
opener.
in. Exactly. Oh, you call that the can opener?
I've heard it. Yeah, I've heard
Really?
it called the can opener. I think maybe that's a Brad Gilbert phrase.
Oh man, Brad. I haven't heard that name in forever. Yes, long.
He let that drop. Just like, I don't know if he was holding it to try to like let him go one way or the other, but I feel like Ira normally takes that a little bit higher.
40-15, Adam serving. There you go. Still one break.
Educated Ace asking if there's a post-match show. Maybe let us know in the chat. Would you guys like a interview here with the players, or maybe with the winner? I would probably do both players. Bring a couple beers up here.
I gotta get going after this, but
Oh, do you?
I got a World of Warcraft raid tonight.
Oh, snap.
Yeah. I'm a nerd. Arg. Interesting. I wonder if this is how sports commentators feel behind the ESPN, the Ocho desk.
I doubt it, because we're actually like being kind of, we're just talking and like being ourselves. I feel like if you're an actual sports broadcaster, you have a certain, you gotta be corporate and you gotta like there's certain things you can't say, obviously.
Really? You can't eat pizza in the middle of a broadcast? Is that frowned upon?
Probably, yeah. Can't talk about internet culture. What else have we talked about? Catch you outside.
That's true. I'll give it that. That's why we do this. I do this for a hobby.
But you want to make it your job, right?
Oh, yeah, that's the plan. Even my boss knows that.
Really?
Oh, yeah, I talked to him about it.
Oh, that's cool. And they're cool with that?
That's cool. Just
Wow.
do your job, get it done. Simple as that. I've been blessed.
So it's going to be 4 serving 3, right?
4 serving 3. Ira serving, correct.
So when we go back to the court here, Ira's up 4-3. We'll be serving. He's up a break. Remember, I called at the beginning of the set, I called Ira to win 6-4. Mark, you said the reverse, right? 6-4 for Adam was your call?
6-4 for Adam was my prediction in the last set. So my window is dwindling.
Thank God there's no like shot clock. Is there a walk to get a ball clock?
I need a break bad, boys.
4-3.
Guessing that's Scott Browdy being rowdy down there.
It's Scott Brody attempting to summon his Patronus.
A little Harry Potter humor there.
Oh, of course. Very nice.
Ira's still
Impressive.
dropping bombs.
Yeah. Slytherin forever. House Slytherin, represent. You're Hufflepuff.
Am I?
I think we established
Is there a
that.
quiz or
Yeah.
you guys have officially decided? There's not some internet quiz I have to take?
I did the Pottermore quiz. They put me in a Ravenclaw, so it's false. So it's fake, even though it's the official one. I'm most definitely Slytherin. 15 love. Ira serving. Nice chop by Adam on the return. Ira not bending his knees on those last 2 shots at all, unfortunately. Interesting.
Ira starting to have all too familiar self-conversations out there. This is you mentioned earlier, Mark, just kind of the concept of mental tiredness. That's really a factor at this point.
Absolutely. Especially at the pro-am and higher level where, you're physically your body should be okay because of the training and your dieting that you do. But it's also the fact that you're out there day in and day out playing a relatively solo/lonely sport. Obviously, this is a microcosm. Oh, that
Boy,
did not cause.
that caught the tip.
So, trivia number 2 at the Essential Tennis Court, there is a dead spot on the ad side, on Adam's side of the court that you all just witnessed.
I think it's the same. I think it's the same. It's the same dip. I'm pretty sure it's the same. It's the same spot. We watched the replay.
That was 6 feet behind the service line.
No, dude. No, they hit right by the service line.
No. Watch the replay. Watch the replay.
Yeah, pull up the replay, please.
Yeah. Another net cord. Is this where Adam turns it around?
Ira's so close at this point.
Now, who does better self-coaching? Alex or Ira?
I gotta go, Alex.
Yeah,
Alex
just a little more-
he's got a strong, self-coach game.
4-4. And as the chat would say, the plot thickens.
Nice.
Oh, there it is.
That's tough.
Yeah.
I just want some beer so bad right now.
That's a classic, just dad pose.
Lumberjack face. And that's what you do right after you cut the lawn.
Yep.
And you're on the back porch.
Grab me a beer. There we go. Very nice response from Ira.
Low 30.
I think there's going to be 2 service winners in the next 3 points. I think Adam's going to go for his first serves quite aggressively in these next few points.
I bet you on that. 10 push-ups?
Yep.
Oh, done.
Oh, yeah.
So he needs 2 in a row here.
Ah,
He needs
damn it.
two service winners in a row.
Ace is included in service.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was a good call. It's like,
Yeah, I got real lucky there. You're behind the 8 ball now, though.
no.
It wouldn't have been a winner anyway.
I mean, he could have called it out.
That's possible.
Let's say it's the right call.
Mark being a man, paying up. This time he's paying up right away. Nice, Mark.
What?
Mark always has good form on his push-ups. And I should know. I see his push-ups pretty frequently.
It's kind of creepy in certain contexts, but okay. We'll roll with it.
Every morning at 7:45.
Ira taking it. 5-4.
You shouldn't be surprised, Mark. I called 6-4.
So, a break each, plus one, another one for Ira.
Yep.
And Ira's serving it out for the set. I was not expecting this. When Ira agreed for Adam to call it, and Adam,
I couldn't believe.
Yeah.
I could not believe it when Ira was like, "Oh, either way, what do you want to do?" And of course, you could see it on Adam's face.
Yeah, it's
Adam
like,
was
"Oh,
like,
yeah,
"Are
let's
you
do it, let's do it."
serious?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
you're gonna let me choose?"
why not?
Yeah, I never ever would have seen this coming. So again, I feel like we have to just say huge props to Ira for basically deferring that decision to his opponent, and then B, making it to this point physically is just a huge accomplishment.
Yeah, and Ira, for score-wise, Ira is serving 5-4 for the match, and I never would imagine it would be like this. Interesting. No coaching.
They must have some money on the outcome or something down there. Oh no, he's clapping for both of them.
I was gonna say Scott would be the type of guy to cut Ira's strings if he has money on Adam between the changeover. It's on Ira's. Do you think he'll choke? Do you think he'll double fault?
I don't think so.
This is lights out for Ira.
I'm not saying he's for sure he's not gonna serve like 4 aces and like drop his racket, but I don't think he's gonna choke.
I'm gonna laugh if that actually does happen.
You want to bet?
No.
No, honestly, Ira's very mentally tough.
Yeah, that was up. I'm actually a little bit, not like trigger or anything, but I was hoping to see Ira in the singles court in the state league.
Yeah.
But he's definitely more of a double specialist given his game style. He'll give the number 1 and 2 single slots to the younger guys. That's a very nice turn by Adam.
Yeah, really impressive.
Oh,
Both first 2 points.
do we enforce point penalties or warnings in essential tennis?
No, that'll give away too much about my match earlier today.
Oh, was he getting?
I was gonna tell you a story, but
Okay,
we'll save
save
it
for later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the answer is no. We're not gonna, unless something gets super out of hand.
Well, if something gets super out of hand on camera, you gotta edit some things out. It's like, hey, dude, you can't do that. We're all obviously a very welcoming group of
Right.
people here.
I'm totally fine with anger. If it gets into like personal, offensive, language, like that's where personally I'm gonna draw the line.
Big serve from Ira, flat out wide. 30 all now.
Biggest point of the match right here
30 all?
so far.
Yeah, because it's 30 all. Yeah, same thing.
Match point
Here
number
we
1.
go. Chat, Where do you think Ira's going to put his first serve on the
Goal.
very first match point?
Flat T.
Flat out wide. He just did hit a flat out wide serve on the ed side ace a few points ago.
Good call. I almost bet you on it too.
You're gonna want to.
Wow.
Editing team, can we get a replay on that very last point, please? But nonetheless,
Holy
game,
cow.
set, and match chat.
Really I'm really impressed by that win. By just the physical exertion that he had to go, and he's pulling the beer out. He's going beer, 100%.
Oh, you just restocked?
Oh, it's full. Yeah, it's totally filled up.
Is there any vodka in there?
No, the physical, like the mental, the physical effort that took to come back is, and then go the distance and play the third set is really, really impressive.
6-4. You had it right, Ian. 6-4.
I mean, I don't know why you sound surprised right now. How many wrong calls have I made during our commentary relationship, Mark?
0.
Ira, bringing the beer up to the confessional camera.
So, what do you think the next step is? This obviously has seemed to be a really good piece of work from you guys and your team. This is amazing.
Yeah, I want to say thank you for saying the word team, Mark. I want to give a shout out to James and to Tyler, our production team here, for setting all the. There's a lot that goes into this. Not only are we live streaming, but we're recording everything for YouTube content. So they've done an amazing job. But yeah, thanks, Mark. I appreciate it. Yeah, we love doing new things, pushing the envelope. I feel I'm most happy when I feel like I'm helping push tennis content forward a little bit on the YouTube platform. So this is definitely an example of that, and I think it turned out great. Thank you for partaking in it.
My pleasure. Thank you for the invite yet again.
Everybody make sure to go subscribe to Mark on his channel. You guys want to see an interview here? I think we could probably get Ira up here.
I kind of feel sorry for Adam. He's
Do
now
you have
0-2.
to get going?
I do have to get going.
Okay, I could. So everybody say goodbye to Mark. Say thank you to Mark.
See you guys.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it very much.
Anytime.
Ira. What? What? Oh, from here, I have no idea.
That's a hard angle for us.
Yeah. Oh, of course.
Oh, you should.
Yeah, no, it's a good. Yeah, it's a good play. Ira, you think do up here? Yeah. Well, maybe one at a time. Maybe one at a time. Maybe Ira first. Yeah, Adam and Ira, do either of you have to leave right away? Adam, do you mind doing a quick interview up here? You mind coming up really quick? Do a quick interview. All right, we're gonna bring Adam up here, everybody, and then I'll bring Ira up too. We'll do a chat. We'll do a chat with Ira too. This is just like Wimbledon, everybody. Oh yeah, we need this mic, don't we? Is this still on? Yeah. This is just like Wimbledon when the player climbs up into the box. It's basically the same thing.
But much more dangerous.
Yeah. Adam, take a seat.
Awesome.
Here, I'll clip this on here real quick.
Thank you,
Do
sir.
double mic.
You guys got a little pizza going up here?
Yeah.
Nice. Mark, you leaving?
Thank you, Mark. And then I know it's weird because this is the third mic, but would you mind holding this also?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
We got a lot of stuff going on. All right, I'm here next to Adam. Are we still rolling on this?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Should still be. Yep. You're
Yeah,
good.
we're good, right?
Yep.
Adam, tough fight. Tell us a little bit about the match. First of all, what were your expectations coming into this? Did you do any homework on Ira? What were you expecting from him, and did the match play out the way you were thinking?
Yeah, I watched your match with Ira, 5 or 6 months ago, and I knew coming into it he was going to have a big serve, big forehand, and honestly I didn't think it was going to be that big. He was definitely on. I felt like, especially towards the last 2/3 of the match. So playing in front of cameras, it's a little nervy, a little tight out there. I just wasn't getting my shots deep enough. So lesson learned. But all credit to Ira. I mean, he just played big, and there's only so much I could do. So it was a fun time though.
I've heard that comment many times before from players. This is a unique experience. I'm sure you'd agree with that. And even I'm sure your second time, I'm sure there was something a little different about this than your first match against Scott. But I've heard a lot of variations of what you just said where, yeah, I saw them play, but their shots ended up being a little bigger than I've experienced the same thing. Can you talk a little bit about that in terms of seeing somebody on YouTube and then for the first time playing them in person being like, oh, wow, this is different than what I expected?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when I was watching him on YouTube, I didn't think his forehand was going to be that big, and I didn't think he was going to be making that many of them, So when I was watching, I just thought, okay, just get the ball fairly deep. He's going to give me many unforced errors. Sure, he's going to hit a few winners. But as I got deeper and deeper into the match, I was finding that he was hitting a lot more winners than I felt like he was when I was watching him on TV. So. He was just hitting every ball close to the line and wasn't giving me too much room to work with anything. But yeah, it was tough.
Yeah, I know the feeling. Yeah, I played. Yeah, he doesn't have the smooth flowing. His strokes are not. I don't want to say unconventional, but not the big, long, powerful strokes that you're necessarily used to seeing from somebody who hits a lot of winners. Mm-hmm. But his ball travels through the court so fast. I think especially on this court. Mm-hmm. How fast would you say this court is? There's a lot of talk about that.
Yeah, it's definitely probably the fastest court I've ever played on.
Yeah,
I would say it's fast for sure. But I mean, it's a great court. It's nice having this set up and you have a lot of room and it feels really good to be out there. But another thing too with his game with the fast court was, I mean, he didn't really hit a second serve.
We were talking about that. Yeah.
So essentially, he's hitting 2 first serves, so it looks like I'm missing a lot of his second serves, but really they're first serve. So on that court with as fast as it is, it's really tough to time. And there's no rhyme or reason where he's going with any of his with any of his serves, so it's tough to figure that out too. But maybe next time.
So in hindsight, anything you would change, or do you feel pretty satisfied with your approach today?
I would definitely just commit more to some of my ground strokes, especially on the forehand side. That can be the side that gets a little tight for me versus the backhand, and I just need to swing out more and get a little bit more depth behind my shots. I mean, that was the big difference. I just landed way too many balls, around the service line, and that's tends to be my issue in big matches without, playing as much as I used to, that makes a difference. So I also got to start playing a little bit more and maybe get a little bit more rhythm back.
Awesome.
So.
Well, it seems like you are starting to play a little bit more, which is great. Any chance you'd come back and play again?
Absolutely, Ian. Got to get a W at some point.
I know the feeling, man.
So got to come back on live YouTube here and Essential Tennis, shout out and get myself a W. So I'm not quite ready to drop down the level, but we'll see. Maybe I'll have to. But
well, we've all enjoyed watching you play very much. There's been a big crowd watching the whole night. And I'm sure whatever Tyler and James cut together is going to be fantastic as well. So thank you for putting yourself out there. It takes It takes a lot of courage to play on this court, and so we all respect you a lot. So thanks for being here tonight, and appreciate your fight, and hopefully we'll have you back soon.
Yeah, for sure. Thanks, Ian.
Yeah, you
Appreciate it,
bet.
man. Yeah, it's always a blast.
Thanks.
Yep.
All right, so I'm gonna grab Ira. Come on up. All right, we'll bring Ira up here. Oh, let me grab this mic.
Oh,
from you.
yeah.
Thanks.
Yep.
Thanks, buddy.
Oh, thank you. Sorry, everybody. I gotta blow my nose.
Tell Brian to say hello.
All right, this is the YouTube mic. Oh, yeah, Kirk. This isn't OSHA compliant. Yeah, you can take that one off.
Dude,
Oh, dude, you okay?
just sit and jump down. All right.
There you go. And then this one's for later on.
So I don't need this right now?
We'll use this one too. Yeah, this is for later. You good? You okay, Adam?
Yeah. I have both, yeah. Oh, I didn't put the other, I think I put the other one down.
Going with the triple mic setup, everybody.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Can't have too much audio. Can never have too much audio.
It should be a t-shirt. It's like Forrest Gump's. Like, stuff happens.
Still 450 people hanging around to hear your victory speech, Ira.
I got my bad side, man. A little bald spot right here.
So Ira, tell us a little bit. First, man, I gotta ask you straight away. How in the world do you? What's your mindset when everybody's like, oh, are we playing it out or are we doing a tiebreaker? What's your mentality when you defer that decision to Adam? What are you thinking there?
I mean, quite frankly, I think 10-point tiebreakers are stupid.
Right.
I get it, like from time and people have in state league, people have lives, they got to get home to their families, stuff like that. I totally get it, but a 10-point tiebreaker is nothing more than a puncher's chance. Like if you play well for 30 seconds, you can be up 3-0 and that's it. So, I mean, I knew as soon as I gave him the option we were going to play a third. I was not looking forward to it. I am extremely fatigued. My legs are sore. I'm pretty sure I have a blister on my big toe, and my shoulder is going to be a wreck. So, but it was fun. I mean, I was happy to like get a legitimate win and not let it be settled by a 10-point tiebreaker.
Wow. It was legit for sure. No, like sitting up here in the commentary booth, frankly, we were pretty shocked, honestly, that you opted for the
deferral.
Yeah, for the deferral. We're like, holy cow, maybe Ira knows something that we don't know up here. So I guess that leads me to my next question. I'm wondering about your energy management, because probably about halfway through the first set, it looked like you were kind of hitting a wall. And then maybe halfway through the second set again, it looked like you had a little bit of a dip. What was going on in your mind, and what adjustments maybe were you making to try to be able to keep going and not burn out?
I think the big thing for me, the first 3 or 4 games was really tough. Just catching my breath, like feeling the anxieties and excitement of playing and just like breathing really fast and heavy and like rushing and so actually when you mentioned that you saw me feel like I hit a wall, I actually felt pretty good. My breathing had slowed down. I felt okay. I was, my legs were heavy. Like there was numerous times where like you saw me just like give up and like stand in one spot and try to like maneuver my hand into some sort of hitting position. But I just kept telling myself like I have to manage my energy output, pick my shots. Like I basically said like any service game that I was down, love 30. Like if I didn't get to 15 in the first point, I really wasn't going to try very much because there was no point. Like I can't get into long rallies with a guy like that after being off for competitively for 6 months plus. So I was just trying to manage myself.
Lots of comments about you pulling a beer out of your pocket. He came prepared, everybody.
Yeah.
He came prepared.
I did.
So in hindsight, do you feel pretty satisfied about how you played it, or are there any adjustments looking back that you think maybe could have gotten you the W a little bit faster?
Yeah, I think I think had I been a little bit better in shape, I would have attacked or followed up my serve a lot better. Like he was just kind of chipping these short balls back that were like just getting over, and I found myself like scrambling to get them. I knew what was happening, and it was just a matter of motivation to like hit a serve, run 25 feet, and then hit another ball like preemptively. But yeah, I mean, he made a ton of balls. I knew I really couldn't get into any sort of slugfest, which ended up happening anyways. But I just found a way to, when I was able to hit my forehand, make the best of it. I made some pretty ugly mistakes though, like just ugly. That one at when I had my first break opportunity to go up, I think 3-1, and I had a 30-15 lead, and like I have a forehand sitting in the middle of no man's land, and I like opt for a drop shot, and like I think I hit the ground before I hit the net.
Yeah, I remember that.
Like, and then I proceeded to lose the game.
So you missed that shot, but you were 2 for 2 on the kneeling 100-mile-an-hour overhead. You walk us through as a coach. How do you line that shot up?
Well, the biggest thing is you have to make sure that you get to your spot, like you judge it right. If you go in too fast or too far, you get underneath it, and then you got to like hit it behind you. So as I was approaching each shot, and they were totally planned. Like I knew it wasn't going to bounce high enough for an overhead. I wasn't going to take it out of the air. So at that point, I figured, okay, just kneel down, take an overhead, and just hit it well. Like you don't have to try to crush it. Like you're already.
The second one.
Yeah, I mean, I hit it flat. Like the first one I hit with spin, the second one I hit flat. So it appeared that I was like cranking it. But for me, it's kind of like a tweener. You just like, you get set up and you hit a solid shot. You don't go for too much because you're already in a jackass position. Like if you miss it, you look like a complete asshole. So just hit it well and live to fight another day. But I got lucky on both times.
All right, last question here, then we'll let you go. So yeah, you mentioned briefly you've been off for 6 months. Congratulations on the twins. Huge shift, obviously, in your life over the last couple months.
Yeah.
Looking forwards, I'm a parent, so I understand. Like it explodes like everything. Do you have any plans in terms of like routines or habits? Like what are your plans looking forwards as far as like getting back into the rhythm of hitting and playing again?
Like I mentioned this to you. I never really felt like I was much of a rhythm player. Like I don't need to hit a lot of balls to like know what I do best. And I mean, what I do best is try to hit a big serve and follow it up with an inside-out forehand. That was not my game plan going in. Like my game plan was to play to his forehand the whole time. And then in warm-ups, he was like hitting him well, and I'm like, maybe I'll just take my chances at what I do best. But to answer your question, I don't know. I am the primary caregiver of our twins. I teach 1 day a week. It's very low output, like I'm just feeding balls, like I'm not really running around. So I would like to play more. I have a feeling that a couple of these guys in this channel would really throttle me. And after watching your matches today, I have no desire to play you at this current state. So maybe after a few more beers, you can convince me otherwise.
No spoilers. They haven't seen the match yet. All right, awesome. Well, any kind of final thoughts, words of wisdom? We haven't seen you on the channel in a little while. It's good to have you back. Any final thoughts?
Yeah, you're never too close to the deuce sideline to hit an inside-out shot. And when you do, make sure you put a little bit of side spin on it so it tails away from your opponent.
Mark Sansa was talking about that. He was like, does that have side spin on it?
Yeah, that is by design. I naturally hit the ball late on my forehand. It's just something that I never grew up learning how to hit like a heavy ball. And so I've just developed this little side spin shot, and I hit it really well. And so, do what you do best, and don't let anybody tell you to change your game plan.
Awesome. Ira, congrats on the win today. You are undefeated on the Essential Tennis channel.
Love it.
Not many people can say that after more than one match. Cole hasn't lost yet. That's it. It's you and Cole.
Well, I mean,
that played more than one match and haven't lost a match yet.
Only few can summit Everest.
Unless you pay a lot of money.
Get drug up there.
Well, congrats, Ira. Thank you for your time today. Ira commentated, by the way, on my match earlier. You'll see that come out soon. So you spent most of the day here. We all appreciate it very much. Thank you for your effort and for the time that you gave us today. And congrats on the win.
Thank you.
All right. There you have it, everybody.
Back to you, Chad.
I feel bad stopping a stream with 400
I've always
people
wanted to
on
say,
it.
wait 10 seconds for station identification.
You got it in.
Yeah.
Nice job.
I've always wanted to say that.
Everybody, you've been amazing tonight. Thanks for watching.
Yeah, I want to go through this live chat. I heard I was
don't know
called
if
a
you wanna-
grizzly bear.
I don't know if you want to do that. We have 2,882 comments in the chat.
I hope you guys were nice.
It was amazing. Honestly, over relative to a random 400 to 700 people chatting on the internet, it was pretty clean. You know, they had their moments.
Yeah, of course.
But no, overall, I think we have a lot of really serious, tennis fans here in the chat. I'm glancing over every once in a while. Obviously, you guys ate up the tennis and a lot of great comments in there. So
I'm glad I could do this for the first time. Like this live stuff was
yeah.
fun.
Oh yeah, that's the other thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're the first one to do the combined commentary, live stream, confessional match play.
I wore my Hakuna Matata shirt because I just kept telling myself that you don't play a lot of tennis right now, so don't worry about it. Just play and have fun and let the cookie crumble.
Yes. Quick question. As long as you're good on time.
Yeah,
Yep,
man.
you good?
I mean, as long as you're good on time.
Yeah. So talk to us about that really quickly. What did it feel like? You talked. I experienced the same thing. You were talking about the heart rate, what's the stress hormone? When you're in a scary situation. Wow, I'm totally blanking on it. Elevated heart rate, tough to catch your breath.
Yeah.
Adrenaline. That's it. Adrenaline.
Nice. Thank you. Somebody.
Yeah.
Ian's brain.
The adrenaline. Was this significantly different than a normal? Because you've done this a couple times. Knowing that it was the live broadcast and all that, was it different? And talk to us a little bit about that experience.
For me, it really wasn't. I heard Adam a few times talking over to some of the audience that we had here, and he was wondering what was going on in the chat.
Yeah,
and
I was surprised he was asking oh, how many people are watching?
Yeah,
And we were no.
Yeah, I actually didn't feel nervous. I've been, I've worked with you before. I've been on the internet. I've seen what people can say, and it just doesn't matter. Ultimately, I think it's really important that when you're in this environment that you just kind of stay focused and do what you do. And, if anybody wants to fly up here, it's not a big deal. It's a 15-minute drive for me. So if you want to fly up here and play, we certainly can.
Awesome.
And I'll be happy to play and have a beer with you afterwards. But yeah, I think for me, it just wasn't a big deal. And I think it helped me that he was, asking about it, and I think he was thinking about it in the back of his head.
I was a little surprised, honestly,
Yeah.
that his mind was
Right.
And look, I get it. It's an unusual environment to play tennis
sure.
in. It's much higher stakes than a normal, tennis match.
Yeah, there's the inevitable insecurities that go along with
It has to, yeah.
Like-
You can't be human and
I was paging through, the match against you, months ago, and there was a comment oh, just play to his backhand, and any good player that hits a heavy ball will eat you up, and I'm you know what, come on over. I move around my backhand pretty well, and if you're not on point, it's going to be difficult for you to get to my backhand.
it's interesting. Adam, you both made similar comments. Adam made the comment that he watched your match against me, and he, I'm paraphrasing, but he said, obviously, he had big serve and big forehand, trying to dictate with those two shots, but I thought I'd be able to just kind of grind out the forehand. He was surprised at how many forehand winners you actually hit. Yeah, he didn't think you were going to be able to just keep hitting forehand winners. And then you were, a few minutes ago, you were in the warm-up, he was he was hitting the forehand a little better than I expected. Can you talk a little bit about that, the difference between watching somebody on a screen and then coming out and stepping on the court with them?
Yeah, so you and I discussed my game plan going in. I was going to play him to his forehand almost exclusively, which I tried to do like in the beginning, but I felt that I was going a little bit too far outside of my comfort zone. And I watched Adam's match against Scott. I felt that obviously his forehand was his weaker side. He prefers his backhand. He can go all day with his backhand. He can change directions with his backhand, as he proved multiple times. As you see my, whiplash, like changing directions, trying to get to the balls. Like, he did a really good job of that. But I think what I did was I said, you know what? I'm not going to try to, do something that I'm not comfortable with. I'm going to play. I'm going to hit big inside-out forehands and then mix in occasional inside-in forehands. And I think I did a good job of that. I was actually surprised at how many. Like, I probably hit within a 6-inch, window in the corners and on the sidelines pretty frequently. And I was very happy with that. And I just tried to, slow play the whole thing, just, lumber around. I felt like Del Potro. I honestly felt like Del Potro, today. Big serve, big flat forehand, and then just see what happens.
And then go really slow in between points.
It kept me alive.
Well, good playing, man. I
Thank
think
you.
we'll sign off for there. At that point, thank you everybody who's still hanging out. We really appreciate your support very much. We hope you enjoyed this stream. If you did, please let us know in the comments. And if you missed any of the match, you can, right after the stream is done, you can catch the replay. But thank you all so much. We really appreciate it. Sign off for now. Any last words, Ira?
Buy low, sell high.
There's your, there you go. I was going to end it right there. Thanks, everybody. Take care.